100,000 on a beat.
Go JSU football.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, man? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Everybody will be on here in just a second, man. Hopefully you guys have have had a good time off. We sure did. Happy to be back on. I know it's at the moment I'm actually watching them too, man. I had to get back. I got a chance to catch the ladies' game early today, and now we're watching the men's basketball game on ESPNU. So, and y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button. Y'all know the routine. It's been a minute, and you guys will be rocking with me until such time that the rest of the crew join us for a much needed break, man. We took some time off, man, to really kind of regroup and really get things back. Just kind of take a break, man. So it's good to see everybody. Good to be back on. Good to be back on, man. It's the work don't stop. I have not. I feel very refreshed, actually. And as of right now, it looked like the second half to the men's game is actually about to start. Ken Evans, congratulations to Ken Evans, actually, man. He just eclipsed his 1,000th point. So I know you guys will probably be watching the men's basketball game on ESPNU. If you're not watching it, please tap in. They just threw the ball inbound. We up 10, 31-21. So we'll get the show started on time, and then we'll just kind of go back and forth with the game. So the show must go on. We're not gonna not do the show because of this, but we've had more than enough time off. So got a pretty action-packed show for you guys, man. Even got a special guest. Got a special guest that might pop up on the screen tonight, man. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they go. So let me see who all in the chat. For us with basketball, man, we took our first L on Saturday versus Prairie View, and we got to get this one. Period, point blank. We got to get this one. So the women took care of business. We'll touch on that we'll touch on that today as well. Coach Tamika Reed moved. I think they improved to 5-0, and y'all know what it is, man. She's doing her thing. I mean, she's definitely doing her thing right now, man. And we look like we the best in the SWAC. I don't have no doubt about that. But every game's got to be played, and just a heck of a team win, man. The win, we won by a score of 75-50. So a 25-point victory for Coach Tamika Reed and staff and the Lady Tigers over the Texas Southern Tigers. And the team continues to be undefeated in SWAC play. So got a lot, like I said, got a lot to want to talk about. As y'all come on in, man, come on in. We'll get back in the flow of this thing as we go. And I'm sure, I think TD will be up. Zoe may be on tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. So I just have really needed the break, man. Really did. We're up by 10, 33-23, 18 minutes to go in the second half. And if you're not watching the game, I'll give you updates as we go throughout the show. But before we even get into anything, man, I want to appreciate you guys for coming back. Already up to 200. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you're not a channel member, we definitely are asking that, consider joining the channel, man. Every dollar for this channel actually goes to a great cause, man. We're putting that work in, and we'll continue to bring all the latest and greatest in the JSU sports world, man. So feeling refreshed, recharged, ready to rock and roll. Got a steal, back up by 10. Ooh, Coty for the two-hand slam, up by 12. I like that off the steal. Hey, as long as our men are coming out with aggression, we're going to be fine, y'all. And if you got, oh, my gosh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Whoop that thing out of bounds. But anyway, I'm going to start with the chat, man. Let me see who in this thing, man. What's up, Big Lauderdale? What's up, brother? Shonda, how you doing, sis? Douglas, Nicola, Miss Bonnie. I see you, Mr. Adams. Dragon 1998. Welcome. What's up, Terrence? Appreciate it, man. Dark Side 1999. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Up in this thing. He said it felt like it had been off a whole month. Hey, listen, it was a much needed. Y'all know we have been grinding, man. I mean, nonstop, really, man. Just for almost a year and a half. We took a break. Just wasn't a long break. From time to time, it just still wasn't. It still didn't feel like enough, And the year of 2023 was such a just an exhausting year, man. We had to reset in a lot of different ways, just athletically, and it was just a tough year. We had a lot that we did. You guys did a whole lot, man. We did a lot through this platform, a lot of initiatives. Y'all know what we did, man. So once you bring in the new year, with everything that happened with Zoe, just wanted to give him time as well to get reset and just try to get everything back on track. Once again, I want to thank everybody for supporting our brother, and making sure that he, was you guys showed how much you care about him and helping to get his life back on track with everything that kind of happened with him, though. Miss Alice, good to see you, sis. Natasha, good evening to you. I'm so excited. My other daughter just had my first grandson. Oh, congratulations to that, Grandma. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, Sister Rochelle, how you doing, sis? You should come on up here, man, if you can. I know you've been busy lately. Got a lot going on, so if you can make it on, we'd love to have you up. Man, what a shot, Coach. Why would you shoot that? My goodness. Thing went behind the back. But anywho, what's up, TD? Back. So there you go. What's going on, sis? How you doing?
How y'all doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Going through the chat real quick. Let me see. Football girl. Hey, Coach Lewis, what's up, baby? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Cuz I kept looking and looking. LOL. Did your daughter have a good birthday? She did. Got a chance to spend some time with my daughter as well as my dad, whose birthday was Saturday, as well as my sister, whose birthday was actually Thursday. And KT Dove's birthday was Friday. Y'all show him some love. Said Nation and how take this and Ken. I'm at the game. Yeah, there's a lot of people at the game tonight. Still, we're up by 10 right now. So if you tuned in at the game, put your one Bluetooth in, and you know that way you can still hear the crowd, what's going on and everything. Pine Bluff took another L tonight. Yep, they did. Good for them. Jerome, what's up, brother? Getting your TV slow. I'm actually on my phone, man, and I'm not even. Yeah, there we go. Y'all got that plug up cable. I got that streaming cable. Y'all know how that goes, man. But Brother C. Lee, good to see you. KT Dub, what's up, man? Anyway, what's up, family? Good to see y'all back, man. How y'all been?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. He's just fine.
Okay. I'm in the Dominican.
The DR. I know one thing. When men go to the DR, it's for one different reason. Man, I don't know what you out there for.
I can't see.
Now, I ain't letting the cat out the bag. We already starting early, but I'm just telling you, every time I ain't going. I'm not going to the DR. I don't need that type of problems. But anyway, go ahead. How you doing? What's going on? How long you been out there?
I just got out here. Yes, I'm going to be here. But for those who didn't know, I shared it with the guys that this is the doctor that I found to help me with the removal of skin. So this is the doctor. I've known her for 8 years, and I've interviewed her, and she is amazing. So on Thursday, so y'all put this on y'all smartphone. Thursday, say a prayer. I have surgery, and we are removing some more skin. So I've always said people don't know what the after effects of when you release over 300 pounds. And so, but it's gonna be a whole situation.
Hey, that's pretty amazing, man. I mean, you've been on an amazing weight loss journey for quite some time, and we appreciate you for being transparent about it and sharing. For those who have lost that's a lot of weight to lose, and you know, we pray that all goes well, you know, and it will go well. We know that it will, and
I will put a heart for you guys in the chat. So TD, I remember I said I'm having surgery, so I will just send a when I'm good enough, I'm just gonna send y'all a heart, let y'all know I survived. And then so y'all don't have to be worried, but definitely say a prayer for your girl. So I'm excited.
what day is that gonna be?
Yeah, what is that?
Thursday.
This
Thursday.
Okay. All right.
So put it in your phones, just say whisper a prayer for me. I'll be most. But then we'll talk about the journey to the women in the space. Hey, sir, how are you? To talk about it. People don't talk about that other side of weight release. So I'm here to share my story. So I'm excited. But it's gonna be a problem next year. I'm telling y'all now. Crop top season is on and popping.
Well, go ahead, TD. You got to follow that one, dog.
Nah, man. You elaborate. What up, KT Dub? What up, Zoe?
What up, TD? What up, Ken? What's up, Rochelle? What's up, D? I love family.
Oh man, all good, man, all good. I'll say this: we're gonna bring a special guest up tonight around at the 9:45 mark. So we'll do preliminaries for the next 30 minutes, and we're gonna rock out with you guys. But we got a special guest that's gonna join us tonight, man. Happy to be back.
Can I say y'all look refreshed? Like y'all look refreshed.
Well, I literally just got the shower.
He said he smelled fresh. No, I'll say this. I really am. I'm gonna have a transparent moment. I think I appreciate you guys for just kind of following my lead on this. This is something that I really kind of just sprung up on the team, everybody. I think that last show that we did that Wednesday, I took a lot of energy for me to get up and do this. It's a lot of work that we do. I travel a lot, and I had a moment where I was just tired. I was like, I don't feel like doing it, man. And I never want this to become that. I thought I was like, I took a lot of energy to do that show. And I said, man, I can never allow this to become that, to where it becomes yeah, I saw the MB had 70 points. That's good. It's 270 people in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. But no, man. And then I said, you know what? I think I had to listen to my body. I was tired. I started dealing with my eyes. I was dealing with issues with my eyes too, since I light sensitivity, being in front of the camera all the time. And then I got that PS5, y'all. And then my eyes were bloodshot red, bro. Like I'm talking about bloodshot red. And I wound up getting some clear eyes, and I was like, you know what? I just need to take a break, man. I just need to take a break. And I went to the team and said, y'all, listen, we're gonna take a break, man. Let's just take about a week off, give Zoe some time to get itself back to, back to the square one and with everything. And shout out to our men right now. We up 43-27. And shout out to the HBCU premier guy that had us ranked number 6 behind North Carolina A&T as well as Alabama State in that poll today. I ain't like that because I was like, how do you have 2 teams that we beat ahead of us? But that's neither here nor there. But shout out to our men, man. The women handle business. But I'm not going to lose track. I just looked at the TV. I'm going to give y'all a score recap. It's 15 minutes to go in the game. We up 43-27 if you're not watching the game or if you're not at the game. But I did wanted to just take a break. And sis, brothers, I feel good, man. I don't have that tension back here. You know what I'm saying? That you know how you carry so much. I took a lot of, I did number 2 a lot. You know, I mean, I'm on my weight loss journey. Yeah, man. Detoxing, bro. Not just detoxing I detox mentally. Let me say this too. I'm ecstatic. I got my feet back under me spiritually, just wanting to get back into my really good flow of routine and not, making sure I'm at Bible class, making sure I'm locked in, all that good stuff, man. And it was much needed. Thank you guys for rocking out. That's my story. That's where I'm at with it. So I'm that's my refreshing story. TD, it's on you now, big dog.
Yeah, man. I'm always looking for ways to improve and better myself. So we already know the journey that I allow myself to be on. Body gets tired, body gets sore, but I keep pushing. In fact, I topped off my I had a leftover birthday gift. You know what I'm saying, that was left for me, which ended up with a massage, man. I ended up with this, hey, man, this young lady named Donna Cotton, man.
Oh.
Shout out to Donna.
Not the whole name, dog.
Look, man, look. She's a fella I love Tiger. She's about to open up her own spot. I told her to get at us when she does. Man, she did. She worked wonders on me, man. It was these couple spots. I didn't think she was gonna leave, man. It was she had to put the elbow on me, Ken.
Hey,
I was about to ask you what was it Asian massage parlor, but
no happy endings, dog. No happy endings. It wasn't like that. No.
I was leaving that spot just watching was there, but it's all right. It's all good. But yeah, man. Other than that, like you said, Ken, just peaceful mind. Trying to get my mind right, man. It's it's so much going on in the world. It takes you in so many different places.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you look at how cold, bro. It's been so cold here, but this is the first. We had a winter this year, bro. And we don't get another cold day in Jackson, Mississippi, bro. It's been cold.
Hey, I know. Bone chilling.
And you know what? And I welcome Mary.
Mushu Lee, Mushu.
Keep going, TD. Don't pay no
yeah, man. It's been cold, man. So it's been feeling good. So yeah, man. My mind been refreshed. Good luck to you, Rochelle, in your endeavors and what you got going on. Just make sure your mind is clear as well.
That's right, man. Zoe, yo, go, man. That's good stuff, TD. I got to get me a massage. That's one thing I did not get. I got to be real with you. I didn't. But I'm gonna get me one. I've been thinking about it. So you just kind of gave me a little nudge that I needed to go on.
It got to be 60 minutes. Don't go half doing it.
I don't do nothing less than 60 now.
Okay.
I had one today, and I don't think we realized the spiritual side of massage. I think people don't. That's why even with your spirit, like my massage, she's here But she says, I pray before I do all of my thing because you're touching that person's energy, and that can really and truly come into that person. It's kind of like with therapy, it's heavy. So like when she was, it was funny when I had knots in my back, TD, and when she popped that knot, like I could see electricity pop in my eyes were closed, but I could literally see a pop. I went, what the world? Yeah, we had knots all in our back. So she
Yes,
did an amazing job today.
yes. If you're not sure when they done, after they done, kid, they ain't do a good job, bro. You got
I
to be
can't,
sure.
I ain't trying to get into too much pain, but good pass, bro. But I definitely got to get over there and get me one, man. I just think the biggest thing for me, and I'll let you go, Zoe, was I just pray that I've always prayed over this, man, and asked God. I don't want to get lost in this. I love Jackson State. I love what we get to do. But I never want to lose myself and lose what's most important. You know what I mean? And when you're away from home so much and you're moving around so often and you get out of your routine, y'all gotta understand, man, it's a little different for me because it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? But you get in that routine, and I've done some other things that have really made like being here a lot easier, man. Just reestablishing, what's most important. And I just locked in, man, again, and it's good. You know how you feel like you get away from yourself, and then it's like, man, you happy to see some stuff back that you had. You feel what I'm saying? You're like, all right, I feel like myself again. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to just step away and put down the problems of JSU, put down the successes of JSU, put down everything that you working on and doing, and just keep the main thing the main thing. And TDs, you started off and you said so much has happened. We've seen things happen with our brother. I'm praying for our brother Marcus. I want to tell him, I love you, bro. I was talking about Marcus. I was telling Zoe this today. I was talking about Marcus and Nook, for those that don't know. He and I hope you watching, bro. You mean the world to me and to us.
Yeah,
I mean this when I say this. He put out a post today, and TD, you've experienced something. You and him have experienced something that neither Zoe nor I have went through. And I just want to say, when you see people operating in a certain capacity, you know that they're operating, especially if it seems like it's a bit out of character. It seems like they're trying to distract themselves, and I just observe sometimes. I try not to be. I don't want to hover and project and put my stuff on you or anyone. And I told him today, he just expressed himself. He had, he dealing with the still grieving, man. Grief is a long time, and I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up, I'm a crybaby nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold back. I don't waste time to have a good cry because I ain't holding nothing in. I'm not doing it no more. It make your head hurt. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm trying to say. I was talking to my friend, and they lost a loved one. I lost my sibling. Here I am, I thought about this 20 years later. I saw something on Instagram I saw a young man dealing with substance abuse, and it just hit me in a certain way, because when you dealt with family members that have dealt with substance abuse, and they deal with addiction and these types of diseases and stuff, man, you never stop loving that person. You can see people go through things, and you just like, man, this ain't that person. But their addiction can take them to their grave. They can go through all these different things. Got a little choked up from that, man. But I feel good when you know what I'm saying? If I feel some type of way, TD, Zoe, we've not fallen out, we've had disagreements. But what I do is, my mentality is, I'm finna get that out. I got to call you. Let's talk about this. Let's get this out. Because I don't want to go about my day and carry this with me. Because I don't like negative energy. I got to get that out, man. And once I get it out and we get some understanding, I respect you, you respect me. I'm gonna let you go, Shell, because I know you got a lot to say.
That's scripture, what you just said. So that's
But
why.
that's how I live my life. Seriously, I know that it is. But I'm saying is this right here. I'm not trying to get about me, but my point is, when you see a brother going through what he's going through, I told him today, I said, man, I'm happy that you're saying it, because the first part of healing is to admit that there's a problem. You can't even begin to heal until you acknowledge that you got a problem. So you can turn the music up, you can turn the glass up, you can turn the fun up, you can turn the sex up, you can turn the whatever you want to deal with. It ain't gonna get rid of the issue. You get what I'm saying? It's not until you acknowledge that there is a problem where you face that thing head on before you actually realize, hey man, I gotta get some help. And this is what Ha David say, this is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? So all right, I'm running off with them. I got a lot to say. We're gonna draw this out, y'all. We're not gonna have no 4-hour show and try to give y'all 2 weeks of updates. We're gonna keep the same time frame, and we're gonna get out your way, and then we're gonna come back Wednesday, and then we're gonna come back Friday, and Rochelle gonna be back on here, letting us know you good. Well, not letting us know you ain't gonna be back on, but you're gonna be and let us know that you good. Man, let me shut up. Before you go, Rochelle, on all that.
Hey, I want to ask you something, man. I mean,
yes,
before you move on, you didn't were you planning on completing your thought about Marcus or what was going on?
Well, what I did is I did complete it. What I said was he's dealing with, just emotions. I want us to all wrap our arms around bro and let him know that we love him and that he, through his grief, and he put out a post, and he basically I don't want to put that up there, but if you follow him, he basically said publicly, man, he's dealing with, he's not feeling well. He's not feeling well. He's just so much as he's been, pretending to be happy, but deep down inside, he's sad right now. He's grieving, man. He lost his mom not too long ago, and I, when we first met a year and a half ago, that was around that time. And it's just like, you can get hit a year, 2 years later, bro. If you don't really deal with that stuff, every morning you wake up, that grief's gonna be right at that front door. It's gonna go to work with you. When you go sit down, when you go to Chipotle and get your burrito bowl, whatever it is you eat, that grief gonna be right there with you. You can drown it out as long as you can, and at some point you're gonna have to deal with it. And I just wanted to I get excited about folks that come to this point where they realize, you know what, this is beyond me. I need some help. That's where the healing starts, and that's when you can really get to that next level. Because I watch what he do. We talk a lot, but I never try to be that. I don't even do that with my nephews, who I mentor in their 30s. And I see them doing something that I don't feel like they should do, because I tell them, don't overshare on the internet. You have a lot of success. Don't tell everybody what your next move is. And sometimes they'll do that, TD, and I won't say nothing. I'll just wait till I talk to them and say, hey, you remember, hey, tone it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am with it. So, but he, so TD, for to make your point, if it helps a little bit better, let me do this. And I
mean, you don't have to. I mean, I follow him on social media. I just hadn't been on
Facebook.
Man, no.
I mean, he posted it, so
I'm gonna say, I want you to hear it, because if you ain't heard it, then so this is what he said. And I know we on the time frame, we got 15 minutes. He just said, I'm tired, man. I'm not physically, just mentally going through all the stuff I've been through, and super challenging. He's not only went through that, he went through some personal changes in his life. I'm not gonna put his business out there like that. Been through it's super challenging. I had an emotional breakdown this morning on the way home from work. I just cried, man. Sat in my truck and I just cried. I denied it and I lied to myself. But today was the realization that, man, I'm not okay. Laughter going out, having a drink, and pretending to be happy can only last so long. Truth is, I'm sad inside. I'm totally against posting stuff like this, but as a man, that may be another brother who is going through the same thing. And I want you to know that it's okay to cry, man. We are human. Just dealing with it isn't okay anymore. And I'm just saying, like, I smile because I'm like, brother, you finna get better now. You really finna get better now, because now you serious about what I know that right there came from the heart. Because that now here comes the healing. Here comes the outpouring of love and letting you know there's a lot of people dealing with in the space that he in right now. And this is why I'm saying that. I'm from the vantage point that I'm at, and I'm seeing TD. I've seen so many people touched in so many ways in their personal life, which is calamity, bro. And it's like all kind of stuff happening, man. So my reason for saying that is sometimes when you're dealing with that and you're seeing that, you just got to get to a place where you realize, man, that God is talking to you, and we all dealing with stuff, man, and gotta get spiritually grounded, man. And I know he's gonna be okay. And he put it out there publicly, and that was my cue to say, I didn't even call him. I just replied to the post. I call him tomorrow. And I call him tomorrow and tell him, and I hope he's watching this because I know things are about to get better for him now. Because you just admitted
that he's not okay.
I'm not good. And I'm like, well, that's when God can work. That's when God can do his thing now, man. That's when he can do his thing now. You know what I mean?
Now the next step is acting on it.
Boom, shakalaka.
But
that's what we come to, you know. Yeah.
Zach, what is you watching?
Basketball game. We up 15.
Jack State, keep young, drive me crazy.
Yeah. We up 50-35, 9 minutes, 55 seconds.
Look, I did want to add something to that, man. Before I do, man, I do want to say again, man, thanks to everybody. I'm still in the process of contacting everybody because I am going to physically call everyone who reached out to me. But you know, another week down, I'm just taking it day by day. I'm good. But I do again want to thank everybody for reaching out to me. But to answer your point about not just grief, but anything in life that we don't face, my grandmother used this analogy a long time because she was getting on me. But she used the term, you know, whatever it is, she just said, whenever we deal with something, no matter what it is, you could be grief, issue, no matter what it is, we all tend to want to sweep things under the rug. And so she used that analogy, and I'm going to be very visual. Just imagine somebody sweeping up a living room, and you're taking the little dirt that you got. It ain't much, just a little bit of dirt. And you like, it's a little bit. It's nothing major, right? Just a little bit of dirt. I'm going to take it. I'm going to sweep under the mat. No harm, no foul, right? But the thing is, as all things, because it was a small thing, you tend to be consistent doing that. And so when you consistently continue to sweep things under the rug and not take care of the trash, if you can visualize, you're going to end up putting so much trash under the mat to where the mat will come off the floor, the trash will be exposed. So in other words, either you're going to take care of the trash or eventually the trash will become a nuisance.
Take care of you.
Forced, and you'll be forced to take the trash out. And what I mean by trash is it can be grief. It could be any issue that you're not facing in your life. So in other words, when you have things in life, at some point in time, you're going to have to face them. So in other words, when you and God set it up that way. So in other words, deal with things before they deal with you. Because God has a funny way. I'm telling you. It's just like a car. When the check engine light come on. How many times have y'all had the check engine light come on? And then it's giving you a warning. The check engine light's a warning. It's telling you something's wrong, but I'm still going to work. And it's like, you know you need to get it fixed. Same analogy. Until the car breaks down. Same analogy. You had all this time to fix whatever the check engine light was because it was giving you a warning. But you waited until the car broke down. So it's the same thing in life, man. And it's not easy, but the right thing to do is and always will be long and hard. The wrong thing is quick and easy. So again, grief, anger, hurt, pain, anything that you're dealing with in life, man, face it. It's all a test anyway. The moment you face it, and look, the moment that I'm telling y'all this, I'm actually speaking to myself. You have to face it. You have to deal with it. And I promise you, life is going to keep on ticking because the very thing that we're talking about is just like a storm. It's just like the weather. The sun don't shine. The sun does shine every day, but storms going to come. It's going to rain. Because same thing my grandma would say, whenever some good news would happen, she would always say, some rain get ready to come. I thought she was being a pessimist. But she said she wasn't. She was just preparing you that nothing stays the same. If you have a week full of sunshine, some rain is coming. But it works both ways. If you get a week full of rain, the storm is going to break and the sun going to shine again. So again, just a little note, man, to deal with the issues. I understand we like the path of least resistance, and that's why we go for comfort. But comfort is a killer, and you got to face whatever it is. I'm done.
So can I say one thing? I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat that's dealing with that. And I am going to reach. I did see Marcus. I did see it today, but I thought it wasn't a good day for me to reach out to him. But I will be reaching out to him because I think I reached out to him before. And I think for the men in the space, and I'm going to stick to the men for a moment, only because the men have not given permission to grieve. Where you at, Ken, is where I wish a lot of Black men would be. I think we've talked about this before. It's okay not to be okay. And when I saw his post, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ken, I went finally. I did. I went, finally, he's acknowledging it because you cannot acknowledge what you can't hear what you want to acknowledge. And to men and to the women who have these men in their lives, stop telling men that they have to be strong. That mean they don't need to cry. That's one thing as Black people, we need to stop doing to our Black men. It does not mean that they are weak. It means that they are human. I think, and that's what Marcus said, is that we are not robots. And for so many of our Black men, we have made them out to be, well, you got to be strong for the family. You can't cry. You got to be strong. That's bull because your feelings matter. And I'm going to say that again. Your feelings matter. And it's okay for you to scream. Listen, it's stages to grief. Some of you, it's okay to be mad at God. That's one of the stages. Listen, when my mama died, I was like, it was a whole lot of niggas you could have took. Oh, we went off, Ken. I went straight off. But I was no sense in me lying to God and saying, well, I know he can be a mother for the mothers. I was like, well, I ain't feeling that right now. I ain't feeling you. And I told everybody around me, don't come to me telling me nothing about God can be. Shut up. Your mama at home with you. And if until you experience my grief, don't say nothing to me. So for us at church, we always want to holler that, but my feelings are relevant. And when you do that to people, it's like you telling them, but your feelings are matter. I was like, no, all my feelings matter because a mother's death is something no one can explain it to you until you go through it. You can't imagine it. You can't pretend it. God protects you from that pain until you have to go through it. So quit telling people I can only imagine. You can't. Hear what I tell you. God would not allow you. Your brain, that is a pain that you can only experience when you are going through it. So quit telling people I can only imagine. No, you can't. If you don't know what to say, don't say nothing. Just say, you know what? I'm here with you. If you don't need me to do nothing but sit in this room and be quiet with you, I got you. But you don't have to say everything. Silence does not mean something wrong. It can be a healing, but don't tell people, man, I can only imagine what you're going through. You can't. You never will because you will never. God loves us so much that you can only go through that type of death one time. And that's when you actually going through it. Your child's death, your mother's death, you will never, ever understand it. And for some of y'all, and I'm going to hang up on this, the reason it's so hard for you to understand this because you have nothing to compare it to. A loss of a friend, you can compare that. A loss of a relative, you can compare that. But a loss of your mama, there is absolutely nothing. So if you ask somebody how you feeling, they may say, I don't know. And they're probably right because they have nothing to compare that pain to because you only got one mama. You only have one child. So that's why we need to extend grace. If you don't know what to say, just don't say nothing. Just say, I'm praying for you.
Rochelle, I beg to differ. I think even if you lost a parent, I still think you need to tread lightly because not everybody's relationships are the same.
Exactly. But yeah, but if you just don't say, just say, you know what, I'm praying for you. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Well, I appreciate that, and we're gonna actually kind of
You get
transition.
your person coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, we're gonna transition because we just getting started, baby. We back, man. We charged up. I feel like a cell phone that been on the charge all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, but I ain't trying to shoot all the bullets at one time. I did want to because the one person obviously that's missing on the panel is Marcus, and I wanted to speak up our brother and let him know, man, that we love him. We rocking with him. We support him, and we got your back, bro. Anytime, and I'll call him tomorrow. I really will. I just didn't want to call him today because when I saw him,
Me either.
I wanted to give him his time and his space and let him, and he knew he could have called me whenever he felt like it. And sometimes you have to get pushed to that point. But again, we're ecstatic. It's a lot that has happened. I know you mentioned you're gonna jump off, Shell. You stay on as long as you can, please.
Okay.
But man, so much has happened in the JSU sports world, man, over the past week. I mean, a lot has happened in the SWAC. I'm gonna say this too. One of the things that was going on, y'all, that really made us say, man, we could take a break right now because I was like, look at us all healthy and shit. Look at us all stable. Everybody losing their mind around the conference. You Texas Southern got a new coach finally, and FAMU just I don't know what's going on with them. They just have they got a lot of problems over there right now. But that's for them. Keep them problems over there. Not gonna spend much time on that. But I put out a tweet not too long ago just saying how much we appreciate our AD Robinson, and just how great it is to have Coach TC Taylor. And I had a chance to spend some time with Coach TC and Coach O, and just today, and had a chance to just talk to him about the 2024 JSU football Tigers, man, and we're excited about it. He made we made some coaching changes. Sent a huge shout out to Coach J.O., our offensive line coach, accepted an offensive line he accepted the offensive line position to be the new offensive line coach for
South
Alabama Jaguars. And gonna miss him. I mean, he's great. We knew that we had us a good one when we got him. Even when he became our O-line coach, what they talked about him just being a hot commodity in the coaching ranks. So came in, did a really good job, outstanding job in recruiting. But I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna mention any names as far as like who our new offensive line coach. We do know who our new offensive line coach will be, but that should be from what we were told today. Expect the announcement around Thursday of who that is. And again, y'all know we don't break news. We get behind the university, the coaches, and whatever they decide to do. Also, be on the lookout. The schedule is going to be dropped. The Jackson State football schedule will drop tomorrow. Now, we know the SWAC said they're going to release the SWAC schedule tomorrow, but look for Jackson State. We will be dropping our schedule in the morning. It's going to be it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, Israel. We definitely appreciate AD Robinson and just the athletic department, AD Wells Kibbert, and the work that she and her teams do. Just outstanding, man. We doffed our hat off to them and everything that they do. So, but before we even really get into that, we had a really dope thing transpire. I do want to mention this, before we get our guest, man. This made my heart smile, y'all. It's right here. I got to go ahead and put that up there, man. I just was ecstatic, I'm pumped up, obviously, y'all know, former JSU defensive star and defensive coordinator of the back-to-back state championship Louisville High School football team. Mr. Javancy Jones has been hired by Jackson State football staff, man. He was defensive coordinator at Louisville High School, and he has accepted the role as the special teams coordinator / outside linebackers coach. And man, I was so pumped up to get Javancy back in the fold. How many times did y'all see folks asking in the chat, can we get Javancy? Can we get Javancy? Can we, you know what I'm saying? And come to find out, I guess we can go ahead and say it. This been in the works for quite some time, y'all. And shout out to the coaches for we didn't even know. Nobody had a clue. We didn't have a clue. Nobody knew anything. And I got to tell y'all, man, they did a really good job of keeping this tight, keeping this in-house. And I think Tiger Nation was ecstatic to see Javancy join the ranks. TD, I'm going to start with you. Your thoughts on this particular hire, man, bringing Brother Javancy on the staff, man.
First I have a question. What outside linebacker coach? What does that mean? He don't coach the middle linebacker and
you usually see that the FBS ranks. If you notice, so you get a lot of FBS where they
break it down literally
based off of scheme and assignment, which means that Coach Taquan Hammock was the linebacker / special teams coach last year. So what you do is you add another coach in the room, and it looks like Javancy is going to be taking over the special teams aspect of it and actually assisting, because he did play linebacker. He played off the edge, and then even when he went to the pro bowl game that he played in, they moved him to stand-up linebacker. I remember that. and he did a little bit of that. So it basically means edge. That's right, means edge rusher.
That's what Javancy specialized in at Jackson State.
There you go. So that's basically that. So I mean, at the end of the day, you got a D-line coach, you got a middle linebacker, you got outside linebacker. It just adds another body in the room that of expertise. And the biggest thing, TD, I'm gonna say that really bodes well for Jackson State with this hire is local in-state Mississippi recruiting. And Zoe made a great point today. But before we even get into any of that good old stuff, man, we got a special guest that's going to join us. I'm going to pause on this right now, and we'll go ahead and let me see. How the heck did I get this off the damn thing? Let's go back to where we was at.
You going to like this guest, y'all.
Let me see. Guest, go ahead and turn your camera on. You got a light? Let me see if I can see you before we join you add you on the screen.
There we go. There
you go. What's going on, man?
What's happening?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's going on, Coach?
Hey, doing good, man. Doing good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man.
Hey, man. We first of all, we're excited to have you join us, man. I think I speak for Tiger Nation and everybody when I say we're ecstatic to have you join. But I ain't gonna do all the talking on this one, man. You gotta come on in here and tell us how you're feeling, man. Welcome home. It was good to see you today, and I'll let you. You know, we got 350 looking at us right now, but I know they pumped up about it.
Yes, first I want to say thank God for the opportunity. Thank y'all for allowing me to come on the show, man.
Oh, we lost him right before we got ready to start. I get the energy. Obviously, y'all seeing it.
He in Louisville. It's all good.
He in Louisville. He'll come back up. He'll come back up in just a minute, and we'll wait till he come back up. Go ahead and hit the link again if you're out there, Coach.
But the point I was gonna make that I mentioned. Here we go.
My bad, y'all don't know what happened.
Are you good?
Okay, but yeah, man, just happy for the opportunity, man, to get the chance to coach on the college level, then to be at the best university in the nation, man. It's an unbelievable feeling. I still don't think I realize where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Waking up, going over there today, man, seeing the kids that we got in the building, man, a great group of kids, man, to see the coaches' energy, to see everybody's mindset that, you know, as a fan, the last couple of years, you know, I'm looking at from the outside looking in, and you don't know the real mindset of everybody in the building. But to be another day and to know that everybody not saying if we win the championship, it's when we win the championship. It just hit different when you hear that, and you know that it's not just no hope in it. It's really belief that we gonna win the championship, and I know we are.
Y'all fire away, man. I got a lot, but go ahead. Who want to go first?
Well, look,
TD asked a question. He was like, "What outside linebackers? You got to talk about your position first. Special teams coordinator / outside linebacker. Talk to us a little bit about that role and what you and Coach TC and Coach Bradley discussed about your role, how you will be leading the young men that you will be coaching, specializing in."
Hey, can I pose a question like this? First of all, good evening, Coach Jones. Welcome to the screen, man, and welcome back home to JSU. You know, man, your record speaks for itself, man. We're excited to have you. Your play speaks for itself. So again, man, I know home is where you want to be. So at the same time, we're grateful and thankful that you decided to join the staff. The question that I posed to Ken was, he said that you was going to be special team and outside linebacker coach. So my question was, you know, I guess no one really plays a 4-3. Well, don't play 4-3 that much. You know, it's kind of, to me, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell exactly who's a linebacker, who's not. You know, back in the day, you could tell, you know, the weak, the strong, the might. You know, you could tell back in the day. But now you got with people playing edge rusher and, you know, and you know, different positions. You know, it's just kind of hard to see exactly where your linebacker, you know, who your linebackers are or what they doing, what they blitzing or whatever. So with you being as, you know, an outside linebacker coach, I'm like, so you're not going to be responsible for the mic and the wheel either? You know, what does that, you know, what does that entail? Or do you all linebackers?
With outside linebackers, I'm strictly over what we call the wolf. You know, that's the guy that's the versatile guy. Basically, how I was used during my years at Jackson State. You know, one play I might be lined up at end. Next play I might be lined up dropping in coverage. Next play I might be bumping inside to the mic. Next play I might be man to man on a tight end or a slot receiver. So you never know. So just that versatile backer that's able to stop the run, able to get after the quarterback, and able to also be able to drop in coverage if we need him to do that as well.
I'll say, okay, so you're gonna be for far as the more active linebacker, the more mobile linebacker, that would be your guy. And whatever you see fit, if you see a tight end killing us, you know what I'm saying, you're like, okay, well, we need to, you know what I'm saying, hold him up at the line, or we need you to cover him a little more. So that type of scheme.
Yes, sir. More of the like baseline Cowboy U Michael Parsons. I'm gonna get that description because everybody know Michael Parsons, how he's used. Just basically what we see, the linebackers will basically every week could probably be a different game plan for them guys. You know, we feel as if we have more of an advantage of getting after the quarterback. We want you to play more of the pass rush. And we feel as if we could get after the quarterback, but we hurting in coverage. We want you to be able to get to cover somebody. So it all depends on the game plan for that following week and who we are going against, and also just trying to get the advantage for our team overall.
Okay, all right.
Well, listen, Mr. Jones, I'm the woman of the group and I don't know all of that, but I'm trying to figure out one. First, congratulations. I love your energy. I was peeking on some of your videos. I was like, first of all, I don't know why you kept dropping in my feed, but I was checking you out months ago. So maybe I had a subliminal that you were coming up onto us back home. But I love your fire. Welcome home. And like you said, it's kind of like you with TC. It's nothing like coaching the team that you once played for. And none of us can really kind of feel that. Like TC was saying, it's something when you coaching the team where you played. So for you, your hunger is going to be different because this is where you played and now you're back at home. So I just want to say congratulations to you. I can't wait to meet you personally, and go Tigers.
Yes, man. Thank you.
Well, look, first and foremost, man, welcome back to the crib.
Yes, sir.
Back. Oh, listen, I made the point to Ken, but instead of me making a point with you here, I'm gonna ask you about it. And that was in Jackson State's entire history. I made the point that our greatest hotbed from anywhere in the state, I would argue, is Knoxville County. And being that you're, up from around that area, knowing what Knoxville County High School and also Louisville, what they've, brought over the years, the caliber of players that they brought to Jackson State, and you coaching there, and we talk about what we've done from a recruiting standpoint in state as it is, but adding you there, knowing that you just came from an undefeated team, knowing that you had one of the best defenses in the whole entire state, what that can actually do in a form of recruiting for Jackson State?
Well, born and raised in Knoxville County, been coaching in Louisville, but them schools right there are part of what we call the GTA in Mississippi, the Gold Triangle area. And so if you do the research for the Gold Triangle area, that's West Point, Starksville, Louisville, Knoxville County, you have Columbus in there. And if you look into the championships around the state, like West Point has 12. Starvin has 6. Knoxville County has 5. Big Louisville has 12. So the championship players in Mississippi tend to come from them areas. And for me to be, you ask anybody else, they'll tell you I'm kin to half of the people that way. So just trying to keep that pipeline going. It's been quiet the last few years, but I definitely want to start that pipeline back up. We got a couple of 4 stars and eventually 5 stars, I think, coming up in a couple of them schools. And we want to definitely try to get them to Jackson State.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I know for you, Coach, it's I'm gonna mute you because I'm getting feedback. I know for you, it's I know it's kind of surreal, man. You know, coming back. I know you was under Coach Tony Hughes, and we've been watching you, man, have a lot of success. Just kind of, I remember when you first decided you was gonna give up the playing route and not try to fight the pros and just say, you know what, I'm gonna jump into this coaching opportunity, and here you are, man. Is there anything, man, that you could share with us about just this trek and just kind of what your expectations for this season? I know you kind of gave us a little tidbit about the mindset in the rooms. What else have you seen that has changed in kind of the trajectory for what you think gonna happen for you guys this upcoming season?
Well, of course, it's the same Jackson State, but it's so many different areas around the campus. It seems like I'm coming to a new school. It's basically we have a lot more to offer than when I first got here. When I first came in 2013, we had a few things, but to see what the establishment is at now, the field, the whole mindset with the social media, it's so many things that we can offer a recruit when we trying to give them there. Like we used to preach that we can compete with a Power 5 school or something like that, but it's always in the back of the head. But now we actually can compete with them schools when it come down to the finding facility, to coming down to putting kids on the map, to exposing their true talents on and off the field, to doing certain things. And so, like Coach TC said today, it's not just championship a bus for us. We trying to we going for the long haul.
Hey, Coach, what do you feel that you're bringing? I know you watched the season, the last couple seasons. I know you watched 2023 season where we went 7-4. What did you see, or that you seeing now that you can bring to the table, that you plan on bringing to the table to elevate the Tigers, definitely on defense in the linebacker position? Because in most of our opinion, that's where we struggled a lot.
Grit, that old swag feeling. Like I said, we have a lot of new things going on, but it's just that old swag feeling, that true blue feeling that I could just, the energy, the dog, bringing it out of the kid. Cause we have some great kids in the linebacker room, and as watching film on them and seeing them, you'll see a spark play here, then you'll see the net play where they just chill, laid back, and just making sure they not chilling, laid back. We want to make sure that we give 110% the entire time. And I think I put on Twitter the other day, we gonna try to change the mindset from playing for their name on the back and playing back for the name on the front of our jersey.
Yeah, I saw that.
So look, I know that going into this, you don't have the expectation of even finding anybody like you in that linebacker room. But I got to tell you, I told TC and Otis, and Kid could vouch for this, and I told them both, I said, look, I got to tell y'all something, but I'm going to tell y'all this as a fan. I'm glad as hell y'all would have got Javancy on this staff, man. And the reason why I say that, Kid can tell you, I said that today. And the reason why I said that is because, dude, when we talk about, the, the defense as we know it, man, the dark side defense as it became, back when you was on the field. The one thing that stood out about you over everybody else, I mean, even from before then to even now, because like the only defensive linebacker I could truly think of that played with your tenacity, and it's not just my opinion, this is to the multitude, will be probably Tommy Head, and then before then, probably Darian Connor. But man, you played with so much passion. You practiced with so much passion. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And it was obvious. And I think Aubrey had that. I could say that Aubrey had a good portion of what you had. But man, it's just like we've been missing that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you're on the staff is almost like I can envision probably not finding the player, but molding the player. And it's like I'm gonna mold me a good version of myself, of what, because the thing is now, that's the thing about I said about TC being the head coach, being a receiver is like he was what he was at Jackson State. So it's like it's not a coach giving you coach speak. I lived it, I did it, you know what I'm saying? I said records here just like you did. And it's just like you could feel my shoes. And I feel like, with you being here, it's the same thing. The difference is you were a lot more passionate. You know what I'm saying? And you were that way at practice. And it's just like, man, I'm waiting to see that. Waiting to see that. And I'm going to be there first day of spring practice, man, just to see coaching-wise. I'm still going to see 29 out there. It's just the number going to be on the jersey. You know what I'm saying? You got a whistle on, pretty much doing, saying what he's saying and doing what he's doing. So my thing is, do you feel that you're going to have a good chance of actually molding and possibly molding you with Javancy Jones out there at linebacker?
That definitely First of all, I just want to say thank you for even mentioning me with them greats that you did name. First of all, there's some legend you brought up. That's an honor there. But not just molding them to be a Javancy Jones. The big thing for me was, like you said, my passion for the game. I always knew that game. Hey, you gotta cherish every moment like it's your last on that field, because it can be at any given time. And people already know that it's only 2 speeds I ever went, 0 or 100. Like, sometimes the coach would get mad I was going too fast, or I went too hard. But it just come with the tenacity and the aggression I had out there on the field, and hopefully not just the people in my group, but hopefully the whole defense feed off that energy, and they feed off that passion. And like I said, I wasn't never playing for Javancy Jones. I always played for Jackson State. I played for the fan that was up there. Like, when you got a fan base behind you like that, especially during my years when I'm knowing that we barely winning, we wasn't winning at all, and to still see them fans still behind us and support us, like they gave me my reason. They gave me my why to give my all every play.
Yes, sir.
I like him.
Coach, it's something else I wanted to. I'm going to ask you. I had a chance to, to see the clip or the highlight that the news station did for you. Very touching, very rewarding, and such a blessing to me, and I'm pretty sure to other fans that watched it. When we talk about, being able to get talent at Jackson State and the way Jackson State has grown since you've been there, and Joe mentioned the recruiting of that area. And yeah, we're familiar with West Point, winning championship, Starkville and Knoxville County. So, we're trying to get those players competing with the Ole Misses and the Mississippi States and the USMs and the Alabamas and stuff like that. I feel that, that we probably can get those players. So what would you tell those gentlemen for trying to build a dynasty here at Jackson State to bring their talent here, and what's the difference, as far as the crowd and the aspect and the expectation and the molding and the grooming that you can do that can put them in that same light as those other schools that are trying to recruit them? What would be the difference?
First of all, the difference for me would be, as a recruiter, a lot of people, they come in, they'll sell your dreams. They'll say different things that they think they can do, they think can happen. But I could actually go into any household and everything I say is coming straight from the heart because I actually did it. I was in their shoes, I played ball, and now from where I'm looking at, they got a better chance than I did. With how everything going right now for Jackson State University, how everybody in the nation know Jackson State University. At first, we've been well known, but especially now, it's time for these kids to come here, and we could be the same. We the same thing as in my head. If you ask anybody, I never cheered for another team. Even after I played ball, some people that went to Jackson State, they'll probably still be an Alabama fan. No such thing for me. Right. Always on social media, anything I ever did, my people ask me, who your college team? Jackson State. Who your basketball team? Jackson State. Right. That's all I know is Jackson State. So when I'm preaching to them, that's all I'm talking to about the actual truth, the actual things that I know can be accomplished from Jackson State when it come down to winning All-American, when it come down to being competing with them schools for the Conley Award, or coming down to getting that chance on the next level. I'm telling you, I ain't speaking on things that I assume can happen. I'm speaking on actual facts that has happened, has been proven, and history always repeats itself.
Excellent.
I got one for you real quick, and we'll let you get ready to get out of here. Have you started getting calls already? I know we still got signing day coming up, so we still got a few more bodies we can get in the room. And I think the number one question that everybody was asking is, they was asking about linebackers and edge rushers for us. A lot of folks felt like we still had some filling out to do. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on how has it been, with your relationship that you built, some of the kids that played for you, that you have relationships with, and not only playing at the high school level, but also, in postseason. I know 7-on-7 is another big thing, training and all that good stuff. Have you started getting them calls now that your name has been announced as part of the Jackson State staff? How has that changed for you since that announcement?
Well, I tell you one thing. I ain't gonna say too much, but I can say this. A lot of schools ought to be happy that I wasn't announced before the transfer before the deadline. I'm gonna say that. But good thing after the spring, we still got options to make things shake. So just be on the lookout.
I can work with that. Y'all got anything else, Coach? Man, we appreciate you for popping up on us. Rochelle, I know you got to go. Appreciate you, sis.
Love y'all.
Anything else?
Now, man, look, I'm ecstatic you're back home, man. And I have no problem saying that proudly as a fan. Forget being an insider. As a fan, I'm ecstatic as hell that you're back, man, because when we talk about, prior to Coach Prime being here, and then even after he left, when you think of, when we think of any player, right? And we talk about, with JSU success and, who is the biggest name or just the player that you can use to identify, as a JSU Tiger. And before Coach Prime, the last one was you, bro. And that's not even that's undebatable. You know what I'm saying? It was Javancy Jones. I mean, you were a fan favorite. Man, you played with so much vigor, man. You left it all on the field. And even when you left, man, wherever you went, we went with you. And the fact that you're back is just almost like segueing straight from being a player into coaching here, because we know even on the sideline as a coach, what you did as a player, we're going to get that on the sideline too. And so we're just ecstatic because we know good things are going to come from it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. TD, you got anything for Coach get out of here?
No, I just want, I like to say, I heard a lot of good things about you. A lot of fans were posting and calling for you, for pretty much over a year. And to see what the program that you built in Louisville, just now have you on the coaching staff and, formerly as a player, as great as you performed on the field. Again, man, we're just honored to have you. Glad you decided to come home and you continue to rock the True Blue. So, man, we feel the love, we feel the passion. I mean, we're looking forward to some great stuff. Definitely not that linebacker position, sir. So, again, congratulations and good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey, no doubt. One last thing before you get out. I know we're going to get you on Tiger Talk, man. We're going to get you a chance to sit down, and I know a little bit better lighting and a lot more comfortable setting. Got a lot that we want to ask, and just be on the lookout for that. D. Corey C. going to be in contact with you, man, and try to get you on.
Yes, sir.
All right, be safe, brother. Good. Appreciate you for coming on, man. Javancy Jones, right. Coach Javancy Jones, Jackson State University.
Javancy Jones.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. All right, fellas. There you go, man. That was our guest for the night. I mean, that was definitely a treat. I was excited, man. Still excited. I got to be honest with y'all. That might have been the hardest interview in the world I've ever had to do as I sit here and watch this damn team lose.
Man, this game, they were on the 15th.
I'm trying my best not to be frustrated and lose my focus. But my God, the amount of turnovers that I've been watching, and oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Hey, we still up, though. We up 65-59. 46 seconds ago.
What the chick say? Barely.
Well, it's 65-60. We just got to win this, man. This is crazy.
But yeah, man, it goes beyond saying when we talk about, JSU from a historical standpoint, when we talk about the talent, man, just Knoxville County alone, man, the names of the players that have actually come to JSU from that one county alone, I'm telling you, it will blow your mind. And to know that we have one of the all-time JSU greats who's still young, and as he stated, he's probably related to damn near everybody there. And the fact that he has a relationship as well as, relatable family ties to a lot of great players in that county. And it's a great asset, man. Even, again, off of just coaching, from a recruiting standpoint, this is a major, major move for JSU. We're already, the best recruiting school in this conference. And then we got something to actually even bolster that even further. So great move by Coach TC.
Yeah, he told us today, he was like, TD, the deal's been done for probably 3 weeks now. And the biggest thing was to keep things under wraps until they was able to obviously announce it. And that was pretty good stuff, man. We excited, like I said, we're excited to have him. And I know we know that room is going to get a lot more feistier. You know, all due respect to those who led the room, and still, God damn it, bro. He just hit a 3.
Let me make a point, because somebody just asked. Yes, Javancy has been the defensive coordinator at Louisville, I believe, for the past 3 or 4 seasons. But let me tell you, last year alone, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Louisville had 3 or 4 shutouts. They had the best scoring defense in the state of Mississippi last season. In 4A, Louisville, and they won state champ. If I'm not mistaken, I think they won state championship last year too,
back to back.
If I'm not mistaken, but they had the best defense in the state, not just in 4A, in all of Mississippi. They had the best defense.
Back to back state champions. That's right.
So again, he's been doing his thing again, taking a step up on the collegiate level. And I'm telling y'all, the talent that's at Louisville right now, just on his defense alone, I'm telling you.
Zablu said he put in his article, I think it was 7.3 points per game allowed. Eesh.
And that was the best, not in 4A, but in all classifications.
There you go. That's why I wasn't giving him. That's right. Lord have mercy. Did you really just get a ball? Okay, he got fouled. 21 seconds to go. Ken Evans going to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. We just got to win this game. I mean, games like this, you just got to – it happens, man. You just can't panic too much. But while we at it, a couple more preliminaries you want to get out. Baseball season tickets are on sale. Y'all go grab those baseball season tickets. Go to gojsutigers.com/tickets. Get your baseball season tickets. I want to send a shout out to brother Javon Gray, Coach Thorne, and they've gotten kicked off the men's indoor field athlete of the week while we were off. Yes, sir. That's not Mr. Brown. Is that Mr. Brown?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a different Jason Brown.
Oh,
yeah, it's a different Jason Brown. I think Mr. Brown is probably. I think he's a senior. But why are you fouling, bro? Anyway, had a 15.334 meter triple jump. Ranked number 24 in the NCAA D1 indoor qualifier triple jump. Javon Gray. So got us another stud. Hopefully he can win the SWAC for us, man. So congratulations to him on his player of the week, indoor field athlete of the week a couple weeks ago. Coming up, man, and not too long from now, February the 3rd, we're going to have the Investo QQQ Legacy Classic, man. It's going to be at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. It's going to be in am I tripping or something? It's going to be in New Jersey. What is it? Jersey City, New Jersey. I think that's what it is. Okay. I was like, man, is it Jersey? I drew a blank just then for a minute. But this will be we'll be playing Grambling and Hampton. We'll be playing Howard. As you can see, it looks like you're going to have the Sonic Boom's going to be there. The Sonic Boom will be there performing for the Investo Legacy. It's in Newark. That's it. Newark. Thank you, Randy. Hey, man, you got to come to the game, Randy. We'll got to come up there and see you, big dog. What's up with you, man? Been a minute. Yeah, man, the Legacy Classic. Way to make your free throws, baby. Way to make your free throws. Kevion, good job. 15 seconds to go. SWAC leaders. I saw this the other day. Jaheim Hazel. Just want to send a huge shout out to Jaheim. He was one of the top interception leaders over the season. And for Jaheim, we want to definitely go ahead and congratulate him for being selected in the HBCU Legacy Bowl. This happened while we were off. I think we're gonna get 5, y'all. I think we're gonna get 5 total. There are some more names that are projected to be announced within the next couple of weeks. Okay, we win 70. It looked like we're gonna win 71-64. I think we got some more free throws. But it said, but didn't no DB make all swag? Yeah, whatever. That did happen. But Jaheim Hazel will be in this game, and man, we're excited about that. We got DJ Stevens confirmed, Jaheim Hazel confirmed. Be on the lookout for 3 more names. Deontay Graham, offensive lineman, potentially. John Huggins and Isaac Peppers. Be on the lookout for those 3 names to be selected. And I think that would be I think it'd be outstanding. I know Austin and his team will be down working with us. Willie Gaines has a company. No, he does not. No, absolutely not. We talked about that today. No. Vehemently no. But anyway, we no one has an opportunity to return to Jackson State that felt like Jackson State wasn't good enough for him. And we're going to leave that at that. That's for any player that has exited. Players that left and came back, those are players that left a certain way, and they were allowed to return. Jackson State wins 73-64. We moved to 4-1 in the SWAC. Big win today. We almost tried to give it away at the end, but we fought back. Resilience. They made a hell of a run at the end of the game. Got to get credit for them. They hustled, scuffled, and bustled to get back in it, and it just didn't happen. Hey, y'all, but look, check this out, man. Yeah, vehemently. You like that tank? Surprise, surprise, fellas.
Surprise, surprise.
How about that, man? How about HBCU Legacy Bowl, Saturday, February 24th, 3 p.m., Yeoman Stadium. Yours truly, the Sonic Boom of the South, will be blessing the field, man, at halftime and the All-Star game in the stands. So that's going to be pretty cool, man. Go ahead, Zoe.
Gotta mention this because, yes, the Boom will be performing at the Legacy Bowl, but the Boom will be down there all weekend. They're actually, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're going to be at Edna Carr on a recruiting visit. So that's why they're there. They're making it like a full recruiter weekend. I'll check some local listings for you guys. I'll get some info to find out. Almost like a day with the Boom, where they'll do some things with one of those high schools. I believe with Edna Carr, because that's pretty much who they've been dealing with. So it's going to be a damn good weekend. We told you guys last year, man, the Legacy Bowl is a really, really dope event to go to.
I know Brother Tim. Shout out to Brother Tim. I saw an article. I don't have the flyer in front of me, but I saw where he was. I think he's taking a bus down there, man. It's going to be pretty. We got a lot of Jack State Tigers that are going to be coming down to support our Tigers, and as well as the Boom. And shout out to Brother Raymond Woodford, who's going to be our host. And they're looking to get all the names together. The New Orleans alumni chapter is definitely going to do something for our football Tigers. I talked to DJ today. DJ said that he'll be down there a week in advance, TD, because he's going to be a part of that HBCU combine. So he'll be down there for the combine. I don't think every player get an invite to the combine, only a select few, but then he'll stay for the game. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Hey, so someone in the chat asked when is the Legacy Bowl.
Y'all don't read, do y'all? I'm just messing with you. Simply beautiful. Look at the flyer, baby. Surprise, surprise. It's a Saturday, February 24th.
5:47.
So it's not going to be at Tulane.
Yeah, that's Yeoman Stadium.
Okay, that's the name of it? Okay.
Yep. It's the Yeoman Stadium is Tulane. What's up, Kobe?
Okay.
But yeah, man.
Kobe.
I wanted to talk about, man. I did want to talk about. I was just this is something that TD and I and KT we was talking about this on Saturday, man. Bit disappointing. We'll throw this up here, man. Shout out to Aubrey, man. I know Aubrey a couple of days ago. He posted, man, that he was like, I'm lost. How am I not on a team, even in my own city? Memphis got a team, a UFL team. And he was like, I'm pushing the ball in the UFL for the experience. I'm going hard every day. My body is 1,000%. My line is open. And
man, shout out Jim Nagy, though.
Jim Nagy, though, man. Jim Nagy jumps in. He did the same thing for Isaiah Land. who's on a roster in the NFL, anyone working in personnel or coaching in the UFL that needs recommendation for Aubrey, please hit me up. Did a lot of good things at the Senior Bowl last year. Hard to find out off-ball backers who run and hit like him these days. He's built for special teams, and he's hungry. He hit my DMs if you don't have my number. And I say this, man. My response to this was very simple. I said, man, you would almost think that he didn't have a coach. And the thing that's very, very disappointing to me is the fact that the coach that he played for just hasn't been there to support him in this quest to get to the next level. Somebody, of course, the DDRs jump out there.
Hey, kid.
Go ahead.
But he has a Rolodex to help FAMU get a coach, though.
That is true, and I'm not trying to get on my Dion or Coach Prime soapbox. It was just more of the fact that I just felt like, so for someone who has always been vocal and is a needle mover when it comes to certain things, I've never seen him. And for those who felt like, oh, why does everything always have to be the coach's fault? Y'all act like dot. Let me tell y'all something. And I said this the time that I talked about Dion not calling the dogs off when he had a chance with his gazillion million followers that hang on every word that he say. He could have told them folks, y'all listen, y'all back off Jackson State. Jackson State was good to me. They got a great AD. Look, I'm gonna go to Colorado, do my thing, blah, 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 blah. But we don't need all that, right? It was like, no. For someone who uses that platform for everything and always putting messages out, can have an interview at the drop of the dime, whether it be on NBC or whatever, with Michael Strahan and Smack Entertainment, all that good stuff. This man, usually when he tweets things, he gets several thousand retweets and all that good stuff. For people who felt like I was getting on my soapbox, I just asked one simple question, TD. Where's the one tweet? Show me one tweet that he has ever mentioned Aubrey Miller. Don't worry, I'll wait. And I say this, I almost seem as though I appreciate Jim for doing this, man. Because Jim is over the Senior Bowl. He gonna ride for his athletes. We got an announcement coming regarding the Senior Bowl and a coach that could potentially. And it's even in the book that brother wrote an insert. And I think it goes back to why he don't really rock with Aubrey was what goes back to the Niles Gaddy situation when he benched Niles Gaddy in the Celebration Bowl. And Aubrey was the one that was very adamant. Aubrey almost wasn't going to play. And he wanted to ride with his teammate. He like, man, why would you do that? Why would you bench him? And don't quote, let me tell you something. You're going to waste your time trying to debate me on this. I'm not telling you about what nobody told me. I'm telling you what happened. And we don't use Dion rhetoric for clickbait. We just don't. We don't do that, right? But I'll say this. I've never seen him post for him. And I'm going to say something that I'm going to share something with y'all. Because y'all talking to the person who sat down with Aubrey Miller at the Senior Bowl. Was I not the person that sat down and interviewed Aubrey Miller at the Senior Bowl with Phil Minotti and Kalen and Austin and all his team recording it? I thought I was the one that actually met with him and talked to him. And it wasn't what he said, fellas, on the interview that I'm talking about right now. I see the numbers going up. When we get to talking about that bullshit, that's when everybody start pulling up. And maybe it's because the game is over and people are tuning in now, but I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to just go ahead and say this. And this ain't coming from Aubrey, but I've sat on this for quite some time. And it was something that he said to me that just made me say, oh my goodness, are you serious? That man has reached out to his coach, never responded to a text message. I'm telling y'all what I know. His position coach, TD, gave him the wrong number, bro. I'm going to say it again. At the end of the season, the position coach, he asked for Coach Prime's number so he can be in contact with Coach Prime. He gave the man the wrong freaking number, bro.
No,
So I'm gonna tell you. So when I say I'm not the person to debate, I'm not trying to do that. Aubrey ain't said this publicly, and I'm not even trying to. But it's time to speak on that now. Austin was right there. Austin can vouch for this. That man has never gone to bat for Aubrey Miller, not once. And I feel like that this right here, every freaking NFL professional team that has reached out to his coach have come back with a report that wasn't favorable to him because he had an emotional moment based off a decision that was egotistical based off of what happened with that Celebration Bowl. And I don't give a damn how you feel about Niles Gaddy. It was hogwash for you to bench your first team all-SWAC defensive player going into the Celebration Bowl. That's why we got our ass kicked, okay? Well, we didn't get our ass kicked that day. We lost in overtime to a good team. But Niles Gaddy shouldn't have been in no jumpsuit, man. I'm not telling you the man doing. I'm just telling y'all what happened. You put your own 2 and 2 together.
He almost wasn't on the sideline, wasn't Ken?
He was on the sideline, but I'm gonna tell you like this right here. That man was driving around the city in tears, bro. And Aubrey told that man, listen, Aubrey told Niles Gaddy to come and get on the bus. Aubrey called Niles Gaddy and said, come get on the bus. Because he's like, if you ain't playing, I ain't playing. And Rev actually read an insert of the book that John Jock actually wrote where he said, bro, you got to play. And if you don't play, man, you're going to get annihilated. What Niles was now defending his teammate who was saying, you can't make this decision. And that man rode for his teammate because he like, why would you make this decision when we finna play the Celebration Bowl? And because he made that decision, he disowned that man. He don't do a damn thing to support it. And I don't give a damn who don't like it. I'm telling you what I know. And he gave the man the wrong damn telephone number at the end of the Celebration Bowl. You do with that what you want to do with it. So I already know why Aubrey going through what he's going through. And he's still going to overcome it. Ain't no way. That was one of the best linebackers to put a Jackson State uniform on in the past decade, man. You're not going to tell me that that dude ain't good enough to get on no damn UFL roster. So y'all that love to dick ride that dude, I don't get on here and talk about that dude, man. And I was a fan of the man, bro, before he came to Jackson State. And I really don't say nothing about the dude. I really just try to stay in my lane because I know how these folks are. You can't go against that man. And I'm going to share something else. Y'all. I got a personal friend who put me in a position to get me the benefits I am so I'm able to fly the way I'm able to fly. I'm in Atlanta, Zoe, in TD, the day that he made the speech. You know where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
One of Dion Sanders' teammates for the Cowboys is tight with my partner, bro. The man called the man on three-way. I'm not even going to say his name. And he said, Ken, mute your phone, bro. And he called the man and he said, that man repeated everything that he said happened while Dion was here in Jackson. And he said, I was business partners with that dude. He said, you can only be business partners with that man as long as you agree with what he want to do. He said, man, I went against that man. Me and him had a disagreement. He wanted to do it this way. I wanted to do it that way. And he came back and told me straight up, like, that was the end of their business deal. Now, I ain't saying that look, the man is who he is. It is what it is, man. And you can waste you wasting your breath trying to talk to me. I am beyond talking to. when it comes to the stuff that I know. Because sometimes you get put in positions to hear certain things and you know what it is, man. And I just was on mute listening. He was like, man, you don't go against that dude. Because if you go against that dude, he said, me and that dude ain't never talked to this day again. Now I don't get into all that old. I'm not the standard of righteousness and right and wrong, TD. So I'm not the one that say when something don't happen the way I think it should happen, God gonna see you about that. I don't get into all that stuff. That man is who he is. The way I deal with that, TD, I just get away from people like that. I don't rock with stuff like that. I just walk away from that. But it pains me because, TD, who was Aubrey walking with when we was at the Orange Blossom Classic? Remember that?
Us.
Motherfucker, why do you walk with us? We walked to the stadium together. He showed up at the uniform. He showed up to go work out.
I was actually to speak on that because I was going to say over everything. The one thing that Aubrey showed his true character on is that the dude is still working out 4 to 5 times a week.
In the best shape of his life right now.
Have been since he got waived by the Dolphins. He has not stopped. And it's a testament to his belief in what he's trying to do. And again, shout out to Jim Nagy, who was the CEO of the Senior Bowl. And for him today to vouch for that man, but his own coach isn't.
Man, do y'all not know for those that won at the Senior Bowl? TD, did you go to the Senior Bowl?
Yes.
Who was the captain of the defense?
Aubrey Miller.
How did Aubrey Miller? The draft leads, the Senior Bowl leads to the draft. This dude played in the Senior Bowl.
And had one of the biggest tackles in the game.
Had a good performance. A block off, man.
Had a good performance.
You telling me that dude can't go play special teams with bad intentions? Man, come on, bro. You playing with me. Man, the NFL is a political game. And I'm telling you right now, we had a conversation with a coach today. I'm going to just tell you, Joe, what we talked about today? Well, we talked about relationships and how these coaches ain't gonna value you, burn bridges and all this type stuff. And it's unfortunate. That man ain't done that wrong. That man didn't want to play that game. That man did not want to play in Celebration Bowl because he's like, it's wrong what that man did to that man, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all again, I'm gonna say y'all again for y'all that don't know. Well, he shouldn't have been late. He checked, the time was changed. Okay, if you have the time for the meeting before the game at the same time every day, but this particular day you decide to move it up 15 minutes and don't make no announcement. And it's pouring down rain, and him and his roommate go and put their stuff on the bus, and he make it to the thing, and you lock the man out the door and say, well, that's why he didn't play in Celebration Bowl, and that's why we lost. That's why we lost. Got our ass kicked against South Carolina State, and we lost because we had arrogant coaching going against North Carolina Central. They should have beat us. It is what it is. It is what it is. I ain't making no damn excuses for nobody, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get into all that stuff. I'm not trying to make this no war. I'm just defending Aubrey. I don't give a damn, bro. I said when that man told that to me, my mouth hit the floor. I said, he gave you the wrong number. He said, bro, that man gave me the wrong number, bro. I said, what? He said, bro, I ain't BSing, dog. I talked to his brother. His brother was like, man, that man texting her. I guess he must have got the right number. He texting, left on red, dog. Won't even respond. Come on, man. Man, you ain't that man ain't about shit, man. I mean that. And I don't and I feel bad for anybody that sign up with it. There's a reason why folks jumping off ship, There's a reason them folks jumping ship. Y'all can spend that. You can spend it how you want to spend it. You can spend it how you want to spend it. Y'all can say that, oh, he elevating coaches all you want. That's a damn lie. Mo Sims went to Syracuse. D-line coach went to Syracuse. The defensive coordinator left. The offensive coordinator left. The O-line coach left. Dennis Thurman gone to Hawaii. Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me that man is elevating folks. Folks see what it is, and they getting the hell away from around that dude, man. Call it what you want to call it. I ain't got nothing to lose because it ain't nothing that I can be offered that I want in regards to that. All I wanted was our Jackson State back. I just wanted Jackson State back. I just wanted us to be back to what we were, and I'll take us authentically us over any of that other stuff. It was a good 2-year run. It was what it was, but the backlash and all the other stuff that came with it wasn't worth it, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. We appreciate it. we move on. But when it comes to that brother who we have relationships with, we love these kids, man. We want to see them have the best opportunity. I sincerely hope, and I shut up when I say this, I sincerely hope that Niles Gaddis get drafted from Missouri. I really do. I sincerely hope that Willis Patrick get drafted from TCU. We're going to get a chance to sit down and talk to him when we go to the East-West Shrine Bowl. You get what I'm saying? I root for all these kids, man. I ain't got no animosity toward nobody, but that is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And I ain't finna sit up here and stand for wrong when right is an option. And I'm just telling you, I just sat on that long enough. But to see that man go out there and put there and to see me get attacked because I said, I almost think he ain't had no coach. And then you get these dick riders that jump out there with 0 followers. Man, mute them folks and block them and move on. I don't pay no attention to them people that create these profiles 4 months or 2 months ago with 53 followers and 13 followers. I mean, get on with me. I ain't gonna talk to you. Go ahead, TD. I'm sorry.
No, man, you good. I was about to say, one thing crossed my mind. Well, several things crossed my mind as you were speaking. And I remember they started that the WWE started that football league, and they allowed people to put their different names, their nicknames and stuff on the back of their jersey. And I think it was Ron Smart that had "He Hate Me" on the back of his jersey. I remember that. But with that being said, man, you do have a lot of coaches that sabotage and be the cause of some players not being elevated or going to the next level. But what I would say, Ken, I'll probably be in that same boat with Aubrey Miller. I have mad respect for that young man.
Yep.
I take my hats off to that young man. And I mentioned, many times before, Ken, and people find it weird when I say this, man, but money don't really move me.
Either, bro.
I said that to say, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what you offer me and how much I'm going to give you and what I'm going to sell out for. You know what I'm saying? And my belief is what they are, and I stand on my Christian belief, and as a man on my grounds and my morals and my values, you can say what you want. You ain't gonna move me. So much respect, and and that could be a death wish. I mean, you got some people that that succeed by saying, okay, well, you know what, I'm just gonna swallow my pride this time and go ahead and do this and do that. It depends on the situation, what I got to swallow, because I'm not finna let no man give me something that's gonna be detrimental to me, or they're gonna make me drop my pride on something that I strongly believe in. So with that being said, for that man, and that's the epitome, of a friend, for him to stand up for his teammate and for Niles the way that he did, because you had most people on that team who felt the same way, but no one said anything. And I understand why those young men didn't say anything. They didn't want to be blackballed, put in that same situation. But for that young man to have stood up the way that he has, you know what I'm saying, he deserved whatever flowers that he get coming his way, 10 times fold. And I would stand for a guy, and I go to war for a guy like that, and with a guy like that any day than I would for somebody who jumping over here trying to get a quick bucks. So much respect to that young man. I don't know the inside, stories like and stuff like that, but I've talked to him. I met him. He always been an upstanding, uplifting guy in the community. He rode for Jackson State. He never, showed any arrogance or anything like that. The young man just showed up and did his job and showed love for his community. Even with the video that he did with the bandos, the man rode. You know what I'm saying? Man, so for real, again, congratulations and thanks to Jim Nagy for the statement that he made. Hopefully someone will not let other things deter them and give that young man a chance, to play some form of football in the game that he loved. And I guarantee you they will not regret, definitely probably won't regret putting that man on his team. I mean, he still got to go out there and perform, but the way that young man worked in the coaches, they put him in the right coaching system, young man can be a dominant force in any league that he plays in. So again, I pray and I wish that young man all the luck, and hats off for taking a stance.
Man, I know for a fact that there's no way we haven't had a player. I can't remember the last player. Was it Cat that went to the Senior Bowl? It's been a while actually, and you don't just, Aubrey was the defensive player of the year. I think he was back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken. Was he back-to-back, or was it? It might have been once. It might have been Keontae that was back-to-back. But I'm not saying that there's no that he requires charity or nothing like that. Or it's somebody got to do something for you. We're just talking about when you get to talking about the UFL. Hey man, I'm not saying that the UFL should be for players like Aubrey Miller and Akil Glass, those players who played at the highest level in our leagues, getting the opportunity to go into those leagues. Jermaine McNeil, CJ Holmes, who played for the Orlando Guardians, and we got a chance to go cover them. And I tell you, man, it's hard for me to see that because I'm a TD boy. You said you hit the nail on the head, man. I'm gonna ride with that person 100 times out of 100, more so than that other said. Cause I just wanted to add a little bit more context to, and this ain't probably something that you guys haven't heard. I didn't really touch on the book that John Jock, because I know we was gonna bring him on at one point, and I just felt like it wasn't the right timing. At some point we probably will bring him up to talk about that if we ever do. I had to make a decision based off what we wanted to discuss. And like I said, shout out to Rev, because I know that Rev actually had an actual show on the Lit House that he went into this. So I'm not going, it's not like you guys may have not heard this before, because he actually took a portion out of the book where he actually went into the book and read that piece, and where he was where John Jock was quoting Niles, and I think that's where it started at. I still feel like there was some residue of that. I just wanted to add a little extra that I know you guys wasn't aware of, and that was the aspect that he did give him the wrong number. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh man, he might have just been, because here's what the DDRs will do. Man, it was an emotional moment. That man didn't say he gave him the number on the field after the confetti fell, TD. This was a controlled situation. Oh, well, maybe he gave him the wrong number. Maybe it was just a mistake. Well, I'm pretty sure, based off what we heard recently, was that you got the right number. Now you got the right number now, and you still don't respond to the messages. It's almost like you want him to bow down and beg for forgiveness or something, and in hopes that you would, put in a good word, man. Because these people,
I go bag groceries before I did that.
Damn right. But at the same time, man, God is greater than the evil, man. God greater than evil, man. The evil ain't never show me the time where evil ever won. Man, there's only one time I seen the negative side of anything win, and that was Monsters Ball. Not Monsters Ball. Was that Monsters Ball?
Monster Ball with Halle Berry.
Billy Bob throwing, I want to feel good. I want to feel good.
Yeah, Halle Berry feeling.
I want to feel good. What movie was that with John Travolta, man? When what movie was that when John Travolta was on that boat and the bad guy got away? What movie was that? Was that Monsters Ball?
No,
Monster Ball one. No,
I know Halle Berry, Billy Bob. I got my movies mixed up. What movie
was
that?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
You lost me.
Yeah, I know the movie you're talking about.
Swordfish. That's what it was.
Swordfish, yes.
That's what it was. That's the one time I seen a movie where that was like the Django of like Django. Django with the slave took over. Like Tarantino. They got away and rode away in on their nads. You know what I'm saying? That I know that's fiction. I know. I'm just that's what I said. You don't really have an example of evil overcoming righteousness. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. And I just leave that alone. I leave it right there, man. And I'm not saying, oh, you call that man evil. You take that how the hell you want to take it, man. I just don't believe in whatever, man. People love trying to justify the people that and this celebrity worship, idol worship. It's a real thing. Especially when you was like that. Well, yeah, I rode for our coach when he was our coach. But wrong is right is right. I didn't co-sign everything. I asked Greg, president of the 1400 Club. Shout out to the 1400 Club, 40 on the 40, by the way, too, man. Brian and Thad and them for being recognized by the university, by the way. But I told Greg, I said, what? Actually, when I said, what did I say, Joe? I said, it's going to be 80-20, dog. 80-20. So what you mean by 80-20? I said 80% of this situation, you're going to love it. But TD, 20% is going to turn your stomach.
It was both 70-30, but same premise.
Yeah, it's going to turn your stomach. I'm saying it is what it is. We're going to love the fact that, oh, man, we got this high coach and we riding high. But that other 20%, ooh, it's going to get gut punched quite a few times. There's going to be some stuff that's going to happen that you ain't going to like. You're going to have to just decide what you want to do.
It was a stinker.
Colorado in that situation right now. Go figure, right? But anyway, man, I just wanted to put that out there because I just felt I felt compelled to talk about that, man, and just really just put some truth out in the air in relation to that. Now, listen, I think Aubrey going to overcome that. I think he's going to eventually get a opportunity. He'll take advantage of it. Like I said, whether it's special teams, it's another good question with Nugget. I mean, a lot of the kids, Nugget had opportunity with Memphis, I think, and I'm not sure what happened. You know, I'm not saying every situation is Aubrey. I've never seen many people work like Aubrey, man. That man got a work ethic. Even when we was at the spring practices and stuff, Aubrey was out there on his own doing drills. I mean, doing like cone drills.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like by itself. And I'm pretty sure all of those that the greats that really try to get to that next level, it requires an extreme amount of hard work, an extreme amount of dedication, and putting in long hours and really pushing your body to the brink. And you're talking about it, somebody say, well, maybe it's just his size. Well, there are comps in the league that have his size and same motor and tenacity. And I think that if he was really given an opportunity, matter of fact, he said this to us when we talked to him. I was on the sideline at the game this season. He said, man, bro, I was the best person at camp, bro. No cap. He said, man, I don't know why some of them dudes got picked over me, man. He said, man, Ken, it's political, man. It's a lot of politics in this stuff, man. He was like, I was the best person at the camp. My film was popping off the charts. And when you see a brother that put his blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, say, man, I'm lost. I just don't understand what's happening. It's almost like, damn, bro, why this got to happen to me, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know no different, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Memphis was lost in that merger. It was. But to have 8 teams and you keep 4 XFL, 4 USFL, you just kind of I don't know, man. And I don't want to even get into I'm not gonna say what that man is doing or not doing, but I'm just saying what we know that did happen. Now, what's happening in the unknown, I can't speak on that. But you do your own imagination, use your own imagination as far as what you think. Go ahead, TD.
I mean, I don't know much about it, about the situation and all, but it seems as if now it's got it held his own too.
He did, man. He got a daddy though, just like Aubrey Senior. You see what I'm saying? They got dads, man, good dads, man. And again, there's a reason we were disappointed when Niles left, because he's a damn first team all swag defensive end at 6'6", 245, 250, starting for Missouri. You know what I'm saying? That was ranked, I think, top 4 edge rushing in the SEC at one point. I believe he has a chance to get drafted. He took a chance on what he needed to do to get to the next level, and whatever's whatever. He entered the draft, and we wish him well. That's how that works. What's up, First? What's happening, brother? Good to see you tonight, man.
What's up,
First?
Yes, sir, man. So appreciate the shout outs, man. Brother, do good work. I told him tonight, Zoe, that you said thank you to him. And
appreciate it,
man.
Man, First, let her give me more history than I got in the classroom, man.
See, this is from Big Lauderdale, who from Memphis. Memphis is one of the teams they kept in the merger. Okay, thank you for the clarity, brother. Thank you for the clarity. Well, maybe the tweet from Jim Nagy helps. Maybe that helps to get him an opportunity to get out there. Now, once he get the opportunity, it's on you now. Everybody know that. But we do know it's political. If you don't believe me, trust me. My cousin For y'all that don't know, I'm gonna give you a name. If you don't believe me, you know, my first cousin was drafted in the NFL in the 2010 NFL draft. He was the 26th pick to the Arizona Cardinals, the pick after Tim Tebow. Go look it up. You figure out who he is. Number 26 pick, Dan Williams, defensive tackle from Tennessee, University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
And Ken, it's some other people out there that had some dealings with Aubrey, Senior Bowl, professional days, seen a young man play even, you know, when he was in Miami, who could vouch for him. I mean, it's something, if somebody really wanted to do, I put it like this, so if somebody really want to do something for you, or really got something for you, or really want to take the chance on helping you, regardless of what anybody got to say, they're going to do what they got to do. So if you're not putting forth that effort, even, you know, even if it's a situation where, you know, you send an anonymous note and be like, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's something that someone can do to assist if they wanted to. But again, much respect to that young man. He and Niles both for standing their grounds, for doing what they needed to do. From some of the stories that, you know, we heard about some of the stuff that went down, you know, hey, man, I have nothing but 100% genuine. You want to talk about street cred and respect in your hood? There it is right there, the epitome of it. So, again, shouts out to Aubrey Miller Jr., you know, and now's got to hopefully some things paying out for those gentlemen. I pray that it does.
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. I just that's right, brother. First, I've been sitting on that a long time, bro. I've been sitting on that since that interview, bro. The Mardi Gras. When was the Mardi Gras, TD?
Oh, talking about down in Mobile? Senior Bowl.
A year ago.
I mean, I'm not finna mail with New Orleans and Mobile about that Mardi Gras, man.
I'm just saying, when was the Senior Bowl? When was the Senior Bowl? Senior Bowl was last February. That was right after the Shrine Bowl. Remember, you went to
it was.
And then we all went to Mobile. That was a year ago. That's how long I've been sitting on that.
Right.
I ain't said nothing about it. Wasn't gonna say nothing, but I just believed in my heart of hearts that Aubrey was gonna get drafted. And when he didn't get drafted, I said somebody gonna pick him up. He went to the Dolphins. I said, bet, man, he gonna be on there. But then he got cut. I'm like, okay, well maybe he can catch this XFL draft. Didn't happen for him. And
I mean, along with first, I mean, you mentioned something earlier, man, about
my brother Go. What's up, baby? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
What's up, Mark? You mentioned something a few minutes ago on someone who definitely shed a lot of light, definitely kept it 100 about situation, and they were did.
Hold on, TD.
They did acknowledge some things, and you know, saying so. Shout out to Terrell for the work that he put in over at the Lit House. I mean, he exposed that thing. He put it out there. He kept it 3,000. You know what I'm saying? It was fire. You know what I'm saying? He did that thing, man. So
he definitely did. He definitely did. I watched it and liked it and everything. And I appreciate the work he did because he did something. And I didn't want to touch it because, you know, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just leave this dude alone, man. See, this is a good question, 3 or 3 mix. Why wouldn't Coach Prime want his players to get coached to the next level? I got a very, very specific answer that I'm not finna go down the rabbit hole trying to explain that. It does seem counterproductive. It's a little bit more than just that, brother. When you're dealing with an extreme, listen to me, brother or sister. I don't care what nobody tells me. I know what I'm looking at, and I'm looking at this with spiritual eyes. I don't care how much somebody professes their spirituality publicly. That is irrelevant to your character, your reputation, and how you treat people, man. There is a level of narcissism, brother, that is extreme. If you don't understand why someone could not want someone to get to the next level, then you answer me one simple question. Why wouldn't you want to play your first team all SWAC defensive end in the Celebration Bowl when you knew that was your last game coaching? Why would you make that decision knowing that you was getting on a plane, flying back to Colorado as soon as the game was over? Win, lose, or draw. When you was straining to put them tears, get them tears out your face. And you jump right on there while Coach Brewster, who did our tight ends coach, did not coach that game. He was in Colorado hosting recruits. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. So if you don't think that a narcissist would, if you go against certain people like that, they will hurt themselves trying to hurt you. That's extreme narcissism. And maybe you've never dealt with that. Maybe you've never seen that. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Y'all, oh, Dion did this. Man, listen, man. I don't speak on nothing that I don't know nothing about.
I mean, it was a similar situation with that wide receiver, too.
Talk on it. Mark Pope?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm talking about in the current situation. The belittlement, the dragging through the media, you know what I'm saying? It is not about they're not doing everything they need to do.
Man, Brewster over there in Charlotte, recruiting his butt off, coaching tight ends right now. I'll say what y'all want to say. The problem is that it's our love for celebrities and people that we don't want to ever go against our idols, man, and people that we have fandom to. That's actually self-centeredness. Well, don't get me started on that road, man. The fact that you can love someone, that's more about you than it is that person. Your unwillingness to let go of your emotions and how you feel about somebody based off of the character that they display, knowing that it goes totally against everything that you know and believe to be right, is more about you than it is that person. The issue ain't with them. The issue is with you. I don't worship celebrities. I stood right in the house, TD. My uncle, but my cousin was was wide receiver coach for the Saints. I sat in the house at a Christmas party, whatever the hell it was. Man, I'm in cousin Kurt's house, man. Dog, the whole damn New Orleans Saints roster was in that mug, bro. I had the hardest time just trying to ask Alvin Kamara for a picture, bro.
Right.
I'm like, damn, man, I'm a fan, bro. I got Michael Thomas in that mug, Alvin Kamara, you know, everybody, Ted Ginn at the time. It was, house full, bro. He coached wide receivers. Number New Orleans Saints in that thing, bro. I'm sitting down talking to Joe. I'm like, oh man, it's such and such. They chilling. I just don't worship celebrities like that. I was a fan of him, and I was just flabbergasted about the fact that I was more a fan of Shador. And I'm still a fan of Shador. Even though he's rocking the little man person I'm still a fan, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm a fan of Shador. I hope the Raiders can somehow get him. I think he's gonna end up a Denver Bronco.
He already in Colorado, bro. So let him stay. Leave that alone.
Hey, Terrence Hunter, I don't have to think about that. I understand a lot that was going on, man. There's a lot that could be said about a lot of that stuff, but I'm not trying to get into the gossip of like mess. I'm sticking to a certain topic because I care about that young brother, man. And I'm just telling you, I can give you all kind of examples. I ain't used Dion for no clicks and nothing like that. We don't do that over here, bro. But if something comes up that needs to be talked about, we'll talk about it. Y'all know we don't use. We gave you 100 shows that didn't have that man's name in it, and when we do mention it, it was never in a negative light. So don't come over here with that. Y'all just don't want whatever. You take how the hell you want to take it. I stand on that. Just saying, bro. So at the same time, at the end of the day, the reality of the matter is that man being in college is about his son, escorting his son to the NFL and coaching his son. My firm belief is simplicity is Dion's going to coach in Colorado this year, and it's going to be his last year coaching in Colorado. When Shador goes to the NFL, I'm telling y'all right now, you don't believe me? I've seen this play. I see how it's going to be. I said this today to somebody. He will be the star of the 2025 NFL draft. he will walk into the 2025 NFL draft with Shador, Travis Hunter, and Shiloh Sanders. All three of them will be at the draft. They're going to have his sunglasses on. He's going to be clean as a whistle. They're going to be jewelry down. They're going to be luxury this, luxury that, designer, iced out, all that good stuff. And the top of the draft is going to be the Sanders family and Travis Hunter and whoever the hell else coming from Colorado. That's what's going to happen in 2025. If the like my Uncle Fred say, if the creek don't rise and wash the bridge away, we still around here to see it. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. It's the same play. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry when you just don't want to believe that someone is as bad as you come off as Trump supporters and folk that just and I ain't getting into no politics. You do with that what you want to do with that. Y'all understand? Y'all see people out here riding with that dude all the way till the wheels fall off, despite the criminal activity, despite all that foolishness. And this ain't no Democrat or Republican. We talking about just flat out ignorance, man. You get what I'm saying? And there are people that will ride to the end of the earth for that dude and will fight you tooth and nail if you ever say anything. Don't you say nothing about Trump. That's how it is with him. I never want to love somebody so much to where I lose all morality and I don't have the ability to judge right from wrong anymore. And I'm so afraid to just call a thing a thing. That is you damn sure right. It's cult behavior. You do what you want to do with it. I ain't afraid to speak on that.
And I would say this about that. Well, a lot of people don't understand, even the people that ride and see the wrong, blatant, flat in your face, the dishonest, the criminal. Even with I don't want to go there. With the case in Atlanta where they bringing this stuff up with the young lady and which the attorney, district attorney and all, with all this stuff going on, man. What folks don't understand when someone is a dictator, they don't care nothing about you either.
That's it. That's absolutely right, bro.
I'm saying that cause bro, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. The laws, the Constitution gonna change because all that stuff, they headed that way to get more than 8 then. It's the reason why he and that guy, Leslie,
we're gonna have that conversation soon. We got to talk about it, TD. We have to, man, because people got to understand. Now, he said this. He said, Aubrey said in the press conference, Shador said this where Shador was, he said what he said, but Aubrey player need to come home. At the end of the day, Aubrey was done. That was before they had NIL come behind that. Well, NIL was already in place then, but the stuff that they're doing in college football now, they can drown out what he said. I don't feel like, he said that was counter to the narrative Dion Band the NFL wanted to hear. I don't know what you mean by that. But I think we already kind of knew that. And I just, like I said, I'm gonna leave that alone. I just wanted to put that out there. And I just wanted to say that I remember that insert from, like I said, from Rev's show. Because when you go and read that portion of the book, hey man, it's out there. He was John Jock was there. He saw it with his own 2 eyes. He chronicled it. And
if for those
man
you
said, I never forget, he said that man will annihilate you, bro.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know that, go watch the Lit House. I forgot which episode it was. You won't go wrong with either of them, but it's I don't know, with the Smoke by the Bed or one of them, man. He put it out there, and he laid it down flat. I don't think that thing could be laid down no smoother than what it was, Ken.
No, and at that point it was just like all bets are off at that point. And I've been left it alone. And again, you can leave some alone and not even. I ain't got to go the same route that he go with it. I just was like, I ain't touching that no more, bro. And the reason why I didn't want it, because at the time, you don't want to put nothing out there that's gonna hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? The draft hadn't happened yet. It's a lot of things that needed to happen. And I'm telling you, man, it was tough. I was just like, damn, bro, that's whack, man. Because I'm the type of person, man, I don't want who don't want me.
Right.
I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm down there begging a man to take me in when that man didn't want me to begin with, if I'm a coach. Or one, you know, and I don't, and I mean, you know, I ain't talking about relationship. Why I'm talking about if a coach don't want me, I ain't begging the coach to let me come play for him. I don't give a damn what kind of environment they got going on.
And you know what, man? Shout out to James Houston, man. Every time you look up, he rocking his JSU championship ring around his neck, man.
Man, James Houston is a real one. Hey, I'm glad he's active. You know, we hope that he get a chance. We need him to go sack Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the Ravens and the Lions play in the Super Bowl. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the Ravens and the Lions. I want to see James Houston get a chance to play against Lamar Jackson. That's my hope. But no, man, I just a lot of people see what they see, man. Let me tell you something, TD. I'm gonna say this, brother. You was a very spiritual brother, and you know, God is the head of your life.
For sure.
Man, stop playing with people who have been given the gift of the Holy Spirit and the gift of the spirit of discernment, bro. Leave that alone. Leave them folks alone, man. And stop questioning and thinking that, you know, when God gives you the ability to discern certain things, you know, sometimes it ain't always best to just try to oppose certain things. Sometimes you see certain things and you say, I need to go the other way. Because you ain't changing that. This is the thing that y'all not understanding. You ain't changing that. That we're talking about is not going to change.
Facts.
That's going all the way to the end, bro. It's not changing. So we're not saying anything thinking that we're changing anything. Nothing is going to be changed, bro, at all. Nothing in regards to that particular situation. The change that we hope we seek is that all we want to do is add clarity to that particular thing, man. And just give you some context and just say, man, I just hope that Aubrey, I believe that when the truth is out there, bro, like we've helped to put that out there. And I'm not trying to go at the Niner fans. I know y'all want to see them out there. I gave y'all my reason for why. I'm not a Niners fan, but I respect the Niner bang Niner gang. Y'all got Corey C is a Niners fan. Shout out to my bro, you know.
KT Dub.
KT Dub. Oh yeah, KT Dub, die hard. Trust me, y'all. I get it. I'm not going against the Niners. I was just saying I wouldn't mind it. Now, if the Niners are playing the Ravens, I'm okay with that. I just don't want the Ravens to lose, though. I want Lamar Jackson to win the Super Bowl.
Hey, Ken, let me say this, man, before we just decide to end this. I wasn't privy to the information that you provided, you know, saying for us the inside man, but I'm glad you finally got that off your chest, because that, as well as we were speaking earlier, can be stressful. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts to hold something like that on the inside when you see a good person being crucified on somebody else's negligence. So it's good that you put that out there. I mean, you know, when you do stuff like this, you can expect, you know, criticism. You're gonna expect some people not to like you. You're gonna expect some bad things to be said. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Who are we to be any better to stand by and let an innocent person be victimized and you not doing anything? You just as guilty as the person doing the crime.
What do you say if you okay with my oppression, then you too are my oppressor?
Yes, sir.
Well, I knew then that was my cue. I said, well, hell, he ain't got much else to lose at this point. Because based on what he's saying, he ain't really got nothing to lose. He can't get in the door. So I'm like, well, folks, I'm going to just go ahead and say what I'm going to say. I mean, you know, I would love for Aubrey to come up here and talk to us, but y'all know the screen ain't really his game. He ain't on the screens Aubrey trying to be a part of is a running back screen so he can knock his block off. Screen pass, you know what I'm saying? And but at the same time, I just I'll never forget that. I was flabbergasted because, you know, it's about relationships. There are players who play under this man, and I'm telling you, we talked to coaches who very familiar with that, and I'll just leave it at that. There's people that I've talked to that said they've had maybe one conversation with Coach Prime the whole time they played for him the whole year. Because his thing was go talk to your position coach. That's how it is. Y'all see it. Y'all sit right there and see that on the camera in Colorado. You holding a team meeting and your son's in Paris. I'm just saying, like, that's just, but it is what it is.
Well, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm done with that. I won't bring it up no more. I just I just wanted to put that out there because it reminded me that tweet made me say, damn, bro. I'm happy for Zay. Hope to see him on the field next season. But everybody know Aubrey, that dude, man. They know that. And I just think that I like what Jim said. You ain't gonna tell me that you can't get the brother on special teams for the UFL at least. Come on, man. Put that man out there on the roster and give him a shot. They did a UFL draft, but I don't think they really did like a combine. I don't know if they did a combine or not. I know they did the first time around when they were selecting players and stuff, but that was the XFL though. That was the USF. What's the XFL? That was the XFL. And they had 8 teams, and I know that they trying to make ends meet. That's why they merged, TD, and it minimizes the loss so they can have success in the league. But I just would have thought that he would have been. You know what makes that league not very enjoyable? I don't want to see old has-beens that weren't very good in the NFL. Like remember that time we was watching the game? You had like the quarterback was like, what was the dude name that was the quarterback for the Brock Osweiler? Was that his name? No, I wasn't him.
Osweiler played for the Broncos and for the Texans.
No, it was Paxton Lynch, bro.
He played for the Broncos too, unfortunately.
I know it was Paxton Lynch though. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, I'm like, bro, who the hell want to watch these quarterbacks, bro? Like, these dudes are old has-beens, bro. I'm like, imagine if you get a young cat out of college, bro, that's got a fan base that's following them, and people will tune in for that. Man, nobody wants to see a failed NFL quarterback, and these dudes are losing their ass off in this league. I'm talking about coaches ain't getting no wins because you sticking with it. And I think that was Paxton Lynch was, yeah, that's right, man. That's right, Nook. I think that was CJ's quarterback.
Oh,
yeah, with the Orlando. I think he was with the Guardians. I was like, man, this dude, man. Come on, bro. Let's be real, man. Like you go get one of them college quarterbacks, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, that just coming looking for an opportunity, brother. Just left and young cat that want to get to the league, man. I would love to see the UFL be like a G League almost. You know what I'm saying? Where you get young cats in there playing ball, man, that still got. I don't want to see no. Oh, and I understand that dudes are trying to get back into the league, but bro, how many of them dudes really get back into the league though? That's my real question. What are the statistics of the old heads that play actually getting back on a roster? If anything, TD, it should be, how dope would it be if some of those teams adopted, but the NFL don't want to compete with it? But check this out. I didn't already made some changes, but if they were to assign them to a team, I know they got practice squads and all that type of stuff, but I'm saying, like, if they got sent down to like the minor league in a sense to like rehab and injury, they just got back healthy. You know, PJ Walker left college. That's right. He left college and went crazy, bro.
Hey, I want to throw a plug in right here.
Go ahead.
and with you addressing the Aubrey situation, it goes back to something that Coach Javancy said. Coach Jones said when he came up, and I asked him about recruiting. He spoke about being real to the recruits and telling them the truth about whatever goes on. It goes to say, man, when we say that we support you and we ride with you, once a Tiger, always a Tiger, that is true cut dry to the bone. And so we wouldn't be living up to what we say and what, what we stand for with the cry that our brother put out, and we not address it. So again, much props to you for bringing that up and and speaking your mind, your truth on what transpired, and hopefully something paying out for that young man. So again, we stand tall, we guard the yard as much as we can, as best as possible. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. And for the recruits out there and for the players, we stand by that. So shout out to Mr. Miller again, Aubrey, that is. Much prayers to you, young brother. Stay strong, stay focused, continue to work out. I am checking out some of his plans too, man. His workout plans, so he be killing it. I can't go like that, but I'll do something.
I know that's right, man.
So again, man. Congratulations to you for acknowledging that in this platform, for standing behind the young man and what he had to say.
Man, listen, bro. I'll say this, and I'll be pretty much. We got about 13 minutes. I dropped the link for folks to come up, but they didn't want to join us. They just wanted to listen tonight, and that's okay. While I'm still here, I do want to send a huge shout out to our channel sponsor, Cannon Toyota Vicksburg, and Mr. Billy Crozier. And if you guys are in the market for a vehicle, you can give Brother Greg Lindsay a call, 601-218-5809. Again, that's Cannon Toyota Vicksburg, official sponsor for the channel. Like I said, if you're in the market for a vehicle, you can give Mr. Billy Crozier at 601-835-6100 a call. He's a general manager. Or you can call Mr. Greg Lindsay at 601-218-5809. And we'll at some point have him to come up and talk about some of the deals that they got whenever that time comes. We'll schedule that. But just wanted to put that out there before I go ahead and proceed. But they can with TC allow Aubrey to participate in JSU. I'm sure Aubrey can work out whenever up here. I'm pretty sure. That's absolutely right. Aubrey's one of the reasons Dion got to Colorado. He held the defense down. I do you one better, TJ. I'm gonna say like Zoe said. I do you one better. Hell, man. Dennis Thurman was the best defensive coordinator in the in the FCS. NFL experience, college experience. You know what I mean? And he wasn't hired as a defensive coordinator in Colorado. I think he was made like the quality control or something to that effect. I don't know what that necessarily means. But he went to go be the defensive coordinator for Hawaii. And he wound up hiring matter of fact, he don't have a defensive coordinator right now. I don't think he do.
Wasn't a guy from FAMU supposed to be going out there, or they were looking at him?
He went out there. Respis went out there. No, it was just Respis, the recruiter guy. He went out there to work for him in a particular role. Look, man, I'm not even this. Two things can be true at the same time. You can absolutely get an opportunity to work for Colorado and make good money in a particular role and be a part of his staff and all that good stuff and not have nothing to do with everything that we're talking about. And everything that we're talking about could still be absolutely true, and people can do with it what they choose to do with it. I don't have the mindset of this one thing is everything. One thing is not everything except for God. You know what I'm saying? So one particular matter doesn't blanket the entire conversation. You know what I mean? it can be darkness for one and light for the other. You know what I mean? It could be like that, but it still doesn't negate the fact that despite him offering opportunities for those, I'm telling you what comes with those opportunities. You can't go against the dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? In no type of shape, form, or fashion, or else it's going to result in you basically X'd out forever.
I mean, you can go against me just what you're prepared to deal with or what you're prepared, to stand for. I mean, you always have an option. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly right. Doc, what's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on? TD, what's happening?
What up, Doc Holiday?
What's happening? What's happening, man? I didn't get a chance to I seen that tweet with Aubrey and I think it was a good thing, but it's still to me it's still a shame that my man ain't got no opportunity. And I figured our owner, Jerry Jones, would have called him out there, called him out here to Frisco to even just get a look. But it's neither here or there. Because I'll put it like this. What I saw last week, we played the Packers, we needed a middle linebacker. We need somebody to go out there and bust somebody's head.
Marquise Bell playing middle
linebacker. Marquise Bell, because
shout out to Marquise Bell, man.
Shout out to him, but he was too light. But he only got he got into that spot because Leighton Vander Esch had a season-ending injury,
a 17th neck injury.
Yeah, so he might, man. It's crazy because he probably gonna have to retire. Yeah.
Fuck around and get knocked upside the neck and gonna be paralyzed, you know what I mean? But hey, we don't wish that on him. We just hate to see.
Shout out to your Raiders for getting that pick, the hire right with Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, that was I wouldn't have been a Raiders fan anymore if they wouldn't have hired him.
Man, I would have heard I would have seen every tweet from you from the time they did that all the way up until now. Shout out to the basketball, the men's and the women's basketball team tonight. Great wins against Texas Southern.
Yep.
I did have some issues when I watched the game here at the house. I had issues with our guys trying to break that press towards the end of the late in the second half. Yeah, bad pass and almost letting them get back into the game and stuff. But don't matter what, we came out with a victory. So
yep,
came out with a victory. So that's the best thing right there. Man, but other than that, man, that's pretty much what I got right there, man.
For this week. Good. You good, man. It's I mean,
what's happening?
Hey, let me get your take on the hiring of Coach Jones, bro. What's your take on that?
Man, JSU great. You know what I'm saying? He could immensely help us out with their special teams. And him being a former linebacker here at school, he might, he could probably get his intake as far as what these linebackers are doing, what they're not doing, put them in position to go out there and be successful. When you got a guy like that was at a high school program where he damn near had it was a shutout almost every game. His defense was on point. Just alone this past season at Louisville. So I think it's a great hire, man. I just know I know one thing, we just need a QB coach. But like I said, with Javancy, it's a great hire that we got him. I figured, in the back of my mind,
coach already.
Oh, we do.
He was already on the staff.
Okay, I ain't paying no attention to it.
Coach Kurt.
Coach Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
I read up on him. But in the back of my mind, when I seen Javancy, when he said he was leaving Louisville, I figured he was gonna come to he gonna get the job at Jackson. Cause ain't no way.
Coach TC said that when he went down to Louisville to do some recruiting, that was when he knew. Came out of there and just, started talking to him about an opportunity. We'll be bringing in a new offensive line coach this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be hiring a wide receiver coach, because wide receiver coach that we hired decided to he was offered an offensive coordinator role for Alcorn.
Oh, okay.
Was
That's
it
crazy.
okay? You referring to the what school you come from? The one you used to coach? Lincoln.
Yeah, Jermaine Gales.
Yes, Gales.
Yeah, he'll be. But from talking to Coach, I mean, there's a lot of interest in the role, man. Shout out to Coach TC, man, for the amount of coaches that have gotten opportunities from Jackson State. You got Quinn Billerman, took over as co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach for Austin P.
Yeah.
And you got Coach Jason Onyebuaga, who just accepted the offensive line coaching job for South Alabama. And
I guess there's still elevation going on then, huh?
It is elevation though.
There's a lot of elevation going on.
That's a lot of elevation. And the thing about it is this is what you get in the business of college football, especially in college coaching. Coach is gonna be here for a little bit and they're gonna go somewhere else to find a better opportunity.
But Doc, I'm gonna tell you, and I know it's a bit old school.
Javancy's the special teams coordinator / outside linebackers coach. Go ahead, bro.
He about to be a dog.
Yeah, I know it's a bit, old school or whatever, but I'm adjusting to it. I'm not keen on the whole thing with the changing of guards overnight, in college football. Just not a fan of it. I mean, I can't stop it and don't even stress myself out by trying to stop it. It is what it is. I'm just saying, as a fan of the game, as the dynasties, the getting, like we got to know Javancy, on the field in action. You're not gonna really get a chance to know these players, because the minute that you grasp the concept and feel like you got someone, then it's like
they're gone.
They're gone. Same thing with the coaches. So, it is what it is. Everybody, you have to live their life and their career for themselves. Wouldn't ever try to change that, knock that, or dispute that. It's just in my, just in, me kind of seeing the way things have gone in the past. Building a dynasty is kind of far fetched now.
That man said turn into a Cat Williams tonight with Fat. Cat set the standard with, boy. Cat said that interview was crazy. And then Boo Shannon Sharp page to the next level. But no, it won't be Coach O. Coach O still remain in the same role. We are hiring an offensive line coach. Matter of fact, he's already been identified and named, and the introduction will be whenever, maybe this week, by the end of this week.
So I'm looking at the landscape and all, in the SWAC, as far as with all these coaches, the moving and shaking at all the schools and stuff like that. And if you really look at it, Jackson State is the only one that has just this offseason alone. We have been consistent as far as making sure players are in school, or not that many players jumping in the portal. With the early commits we got in, of course, with the coaching changes, new coaches coming in, coaches leaving out. It's good to have a quiet off season right about now.
Yeah, that was a point in time where we were doing this.
Like it was just quiet. It's just good to have a
It's
quiet
like
off
watching a
season.
tennis match. We had a hand on our face. We were just looking like, man, that's messed up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell you who I do want though on our staff. I want Fred McNair.
Bring Big Mac to the Jack.
Hey man, bring Big Mac to the Jack, man. Make him quality control coach or something. You know what I'm saying? Coach, we know you need your 3 years of retirement. Come on to the Jack, man. 3 years for retirement, we can give you at least a good year or two close toward that. Come on, man. Put him on the staff. Make him something.
What's his specialty, man?
Quarterback, offensive line. I mean, OC. Somewhat. I would just put him. I don't know if that would ever happen. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm just talking smack right now. I would love that though. That would rock the swag, boy. Could you imagine having Fred McNair with a J hat on?
And that would take some humbleness.
Hey, yeah, he gonna be y'all new coach, dog. Y'all need to stop harassing that AD, but that's another time for another show, man. Leave that lady alone.
Yeah, man. I got my take on that right there. And just listen to other people talk. Yeah, let her do a job.
I want to take our guy to exactly what you just said, man. Let the lady do her job, man. Leave that lady alone, man. Y'all ain't everybody ain't no AD. Y'all need to stop acting like being an AD is so easy. If that was the case,
it ain't. It's not.
Y'all out there working at a damn chicken factory trying to tell the AD how to do their job.
Wow.
And no disrespect to anybody that work at a chicken factory, neither, by the way. I'm just saying. I'm a fan of y'all AD.
Anyhow.
Well, yeah. I was about to get on to the football game last night, man. I was so upset. I really.
What football game?
Buffalo and Kansas City, man.
Boy, I don't care about neither one of them damn teams. All let me say is this, and I don't want to get in there because we finna get ready to go.
Yeah.
Kickers. It was the kickers messed up the trajectory of everything. Green Bay's kicker they should have been up 7. And Buffalo kicker wide right. It was tough, man. But nah, I ain't gonna get into that because we're gonna stay on task. But that's what we got for now. That's what we got for now, man. TD, you got anything else? Because we finna get ready to get off.
Yeah, Tiger Nation, we appreciate you guys rock with us tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. Go out and support Aubrey the best you can. Continue to support the players, the athlete that putting that tiger on in front of their uniform. And let's continue to work, man. Go Tigers.
There it is, man. Appreciate y'all for welcoming us back. We'll be back Wednesday, 9 p.m. sharp. And we'll continue into the other list of things we want to touch on, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Once again, huge shout out to our brother Nook. You know what I'm saying, bro? Keep your head up. We riding with you. We rocking with you. Blessings and prayers to our sister Rochelle as she get ready to prepare for surgery. And continued prayers to our brother Zoe as he continue to get back on track with his life, man. Tiger Nation, we appreciate y'all. Do y'all love? Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.